Hello, comics and pop culture people. It's your friend Brian, aka Big B McFly, and it's time for another one of those things we call the comic book shout out, and this is a shout out roundup. And we're going to be giving away some art, talking some comics, showing some comics, and just in general having a good time. So, without further ado, let me bring all my fellow compatriots to the stage. There we go. So right now we've got Mr. Akins from What's on the Comic Rack. We got the infamous Mike from Lunch Money Comics, as well as the giant among men, Ryan, the Colossus Collector. And oh, hey, we're being joined by our prodigal son. Let's see here.
Nice to see you.
Right. Hey, brother. How you doing? Good to see you.
I'm doing. Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Everybody's been asking me what you've been up to, so I'm like, hey, I gotta see if he wants to come on. Hey, so talk to the chat real quick. We got Tina saying hey. Should show up there for a second. Hey, Tina. So thanks for coming on. Tina, I just added on as a wrench for my channel. So if you guys don't know, Tina is up for the CBC Awards as one of the best channel supporters. So if you want to vote for her, that would be awesome. As well as I'm up for an award for best collaboration, and Mr. Akins is up for award for What's on the Comic Rack is up for award for best unknown channel. And our friend Alan, the comic collector geek, is up for best unboxings. And any other friends of the channel that I'm not remembering, please forgive me. But there's a lot of people. Vote your heart. Vote for the people that you really like, and you can't go wrong. So, how's everybody been doing? Let's go around the horn. Mr. Akins gonna put you on the spot first. What you been up to? How's things been going?
Trying to put some videos together, and I haven't been doing. I wanted to do 2 at least a week. I haven't been doing 2 a week, but football season has gotten that into a little bit of a football season. Yeah, for me, I was doing all my videos on Saturday. I'm like, oh, I got all day Saturday until football season rolled around, and now I don't have Saturdays because I'm sitting around watching football all day long, and I'm not getting any videos done. So, but yeah, just making videos and watching football. That's my my existence right now. Been reading comics.
Reading a few comics in between. There you go. Yes, Mike, exactly. How you been doing? What's going on?
Good, really busy weekend. 3 flea markets, a whole bunch of yard sales, comic book show, all in this weekend. I've been up since like 4 a.m. So a little burnt out, but I have good comic books to show for it, so that's a good thing. And actually today I picked the winners of my 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I just picked them this morning. I'm in coordination with 2 of them at least. I'm still waiting for the 3rd one, but yeah, I'm getting ready to ship one of them to Saskatchewan, Canada. So there you go, Ryan. Oh, wow. Heading up north for you. So that's kind of fun. Yeah.
That's awesome.
What's funny is I'm actually probably closer to you, Mike, than that person is to me.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Saskatchewan's so far away.
Yeah, they're in Regina. So like it's a haul. Yeah, it's a haul.
Yeah.
Angry Otter, hello. So Ryan, what you got going on? What you been up to?
Today I've been filming a couple videos, watching some football, and
it's a common theme.
Work, watch sports, do comic stuff. That's basically my existence. So
living the dream.
So
it's a rough life.
Got some editing to do this week, along with regular life stuff. So
thanks, Angry Otter. Appreciate that.
Okay, Obido, everybody wants to know how things are going with you. What's going on in life? Everyone's curious.
It is going. It's I'm currently back in school, which is that's really hard. I'm trying really hard to just stay on top of everything, which I'm currently doing that well, but it's stressful. I obviously haven't been making videos. I think the last video I made was like a month ago or something. and it just I don't know. I just haven't been in like the right mental headspace, I guess, to make a video, if that makes sense.
Frame of mind. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, yeah, you know. So it's been a little challenging, but it's getting better. I got a video I recorded yesterday that hopefully I'll have out by like tomorrow or Tuesday. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening with me.
Well, I know every time I talk to anybody, they're always like, "Have you talked to Obito? How's he doing?" So
really,
just want you to know, you're always on our minds. We're always thinking about you, buddy. So
well, I appreciate that.
Right on. So I know Mon. Oh, there's Mon. Speaking of the man, I was just talking to him. He said he is not feeling great, and he also has a thing going on. It's his wife's birthday this weekend. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon. I'm sorry. It's either birthday or an anniversary, something like of that type of deal. So yeah. So but we're glad to have you in the chat. And we got a bunch of conversation stuff going on here. Hey, Lady Pop, nice to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Matt Woods, hello. So yeah, Mr. Akins, everybody wants to know when you're making your next D&D video.
I'm in the process of making my next D&D video. It's, I get stuck. We were talking about this earlier. I get stuck on a specific idea. And the idea was them rolling a certain number on the dice. And me and Big B had talked about a way I can finally move past that instead of me actually rolling what I'm wanting to get rolled. So there's one in the works. There's one in the works.
Trickery of the camera. We figured it out.
Exactly. Ryan will be in there with his barbarian. And this time Mike is going to be in there this time. I've got some ideas for Mike this time. So yes, there's another one in the works.
Hey, everybody, Absolute Game of Nerds. Good to see you.
I'm glad everybody has a sense of humor and can take a joke. So everybody that I did last time, they really liked it. So, and they wanted one immediately, and I'm like, well, that one took me about 4 hours to do. So, with all the editing,
I know. Well, you've got a lot of people who aren't
Mr. Akins, I messed around with that once. But I messed around with that once. I thought about doing a D&D channel a long time ago because I'm a big player, and same thing. Just filming all the different angles. The session took like 3 times as long as it should have been, and then the edit, I was like, nope. I don't know how people do it. You need a crew of people to film a D&D session.
It is, yeah. So I got that idea from watching other D&D videos where they kind of do that, where they do the funny little skits and stuff. And I was like, oh, when Ricky sent out that that tag of, hey, what else do you collect? I got like a ton of games sitting over there. I'm like, I collect games, but hey, why don't I do one of those? Try and do one of those things. And it kind of started rolling, and it was easy that first time. Well, I say it was easy. It took me 4 hours, but it was easy that first one. The second one, it's not as easy. Like I said, I got to a certain point and I got stuck on it, and I'm like, ooh, I can't get exactly, you get this envision in your head of what you want to be on screen, and it just wasn't coming out that way. So, hey,
we got one more person to jump on the stage. Better late than never.
Hey, sorry. I was filming a bunch of videos. So,
what? Doing what? You doing what?
Yeah, I was filming. Still got a bunch more to go. But oh well. So
I was asking everybody else what they've been up to and what's going on. So what's going on with you, sir? Other than filming a bunch of videos?
I can tell you what Alan's been up to. He's been throwing down on Mon Com.
Garbage.
You've been smacking down. I heard you and Collecto 6 were just like laying the smackdown on people on that Silver Age show.
We lost, though. Both of us lost.
Well, that's what you get when you do.
Did you? Oh, wow.
Decision.
That was we totally lost. So he was showing like super high grade, like Silver Age comics, like 9 6s, and really he had like Amazing Fantasy, like in a 6.5 or something crazy, and he was still losing. He's still losing. so funny.
I haven't been able to get his Strange Tales 107 out of my mind. It's not even like one of the big monster books he showed, but like it was so high grade and just the cover was so nice. And
it's a great
I started
cover,
looking them up. I'm looking at prices. Like I love that book. It's so nice.
Yeah, I think that's like a $10,000 book or $15,000 book, something like that. Yeah,
Wow.
It's an expensive book, but yeah, like but he also had all the big keys. So in comparison to some of those books, this was like just sort of it's just a Silver Age book, you know. But it's so high grade, it was so nice.
Yeah, so his collection is kind of like my collection, but if you just take my grades and then double them, or double or triple.
Sort of like what you did with Brandon. One segment, you just kind of doubled all those from FF48 to FF52. You kind of doubled his grades.
Yeah. I doubled Mon's comics. Felt bad for him, actually. So it was funny because I went first and I showed all my books and they were like, not super high grade, but then he showed his and they were like just that notch lower.
Alan did not feel sorry doing that. I could see it on his face. He didn't feel sorry at all.
I thought it was funny that
Mon won that round. Mon won that round.
He won.
That's because everybody felt sorry for him. But
I helped everyone win. Everyone was like, okay, we're gonna vote whatever opposite of Alan is, and that's what happened. It seemed. So yeah, but
wow.
It's funny though that you guys had literally all you could pick any 5 books out of your Silver Age collection, and you picked all 5 the same books in the same round. It was good.
It was really cool because, like, if you think about it, that's like the series from like 48 to 52, like that run of Fantastic Four, is like one of the best runs in comics, and that's why I showed it. That's why I thought, this would be a really cool thing to show, and because it's like big book after big book. And the fact that he had the same idea and he just finished collecting that was just weird timing, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. Had I gone second, maybe I would have won that round. But
Comics Elite,
you have great taste.
Comics Elite just yesterday posted all 3 of those books, the 49, 50, 51. At a really nice price. That's
right. We saw there was a really great deal on those, right? For the bundle.
15 minutes.
Like how much?
It was gone within 15 minutes. I can't remember. I don't have it out.
Was it like $1,300 or something for all 3?
Oh wow, that'd be insane.
I could find it.
And I think they were like the lowest grade was like a 4, I think, and it was like a 5 and a 5.5 or something like that.
Oh wow, that's actually so. I mean, those books have really dropped recently. I mean, it's almost criminal how cheap they are.
Mon says it was
upgrading.
Actually $18.95 for the bundle. Okay.
How much was it?
$18.99. It was $18.99, and it was a 4.5 49, a 5.5 50, and a 5.5 51. And looking at the prices, it was like essentially like you were getting one book free. Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
It was nice. It was a nice price. Tempting.
Yeah. That kind of thing is really tempting. It's like I've already spent too much money on comics. Gotta stop spending.
Trev, I've had a great day. Thank you.
So how
when we were at that show where we landed a book for Brandon. He's got a video coming out, I think, tomorrow about it. But we landed a book for him, and I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, there was one of those books for a great price, great at 6.0.
Oh wow!
The guy had it at 400, and he said he was willing to take 300.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there's some real major deals out there. Like now if you're a buyer, this is the time. This is the time to be really like just, picking up some great books.
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, does anybody? I think Mr. Akins, you got some stuff you want to show off, or want to kick things off or show them things?
I got a package from.
Oh yes, you do have. You got a package from an infamous guy.
So
Oh, you could open yours too if you want to.
I have one too.
But yours doesn't have this right here.
Does yours have a smiley face? Mine doesn't have
Yeah,
a smiley
mine's got a
face.
smiley face on it.
I already
Put a
opened
smiley
mine.
face on mine. Maybe he doesn't like me.
There was
I
a
don't know.
smiley face on the outside of your package, but they unboxed the postal stuff and gave
No,
you just
I
the.
don't believe you. I don't believe you. There's no smiley
Okay.
face on my.
Actually, it was a
box.
frowny face. So,
I think he
all right, I'm
likes,
gonna make.
Or
he
like
likes you
customs.
better. I don't know.
Alan, customs again. They just always take off the smiley faces.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
They're not. They're
I'm gonna
not
make you
smiling.
big there, Mr. Akins. Put the focus on you while you slice open things.
Yes.
Try not to take off a
Just don't
finger.
slice open yourself. That's the key.
Yes. Legendary weapon there you have.
Exactly. It's an intelligent weapon. It's not going to cut
This-
anything on the inside.
Speak-
I think
It
this is
speaks
my,
to you.
yes, it does.
It's a
speak to me.
precision. It's a precision weapon.
Precision.
That's
Exactly.
right.
For precision.
Shit, that's right. Hey, you got your range extender up, so you can show your books down in the basement now, right?
No, I did not have my range extender. I just went ahead and said, you know what? I'm just going to go down here and I'm just going to do this. And if I
Oh.
see, if I get a good signal, I get a good signal. If I don't, I don't.
And it worked. Awesome.
Well, it's working. Now.
Well, Tina's giving you compliments on your wall, so there you go.
Yeah, I like the wall.
Hope you enjoyed the spooky package. Very timely there. Very timely. Let's see what we got here. You know, I don't have any graphic novels at all. I only collect comics. So we've got The Last Man.
Why the last?
Why the last man? That's a great.
Why
series,
The
by way.
Last Man?
I
mean,
read
is
that
it a
series. It was
question?
good. No, it's-
It is his first initial.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
his name is Yorick, and
and
is a
also
really,
it's
really
Y meaning Y chromosome too.
yes.
Now, when was this printed?
Originally came out in the 90s. I want to say late 90s.
I want to say that because right here it says, you know, this is the future
It was
now.
like 2000.
In 2002, the future,
Yes.
Oh,
the
wow.
world changes forever. Every man, every boy, every mammal with a Y chromosome everywhere on Earth suddenly collapses and dies. That sounds nice.
I think the guys are more.
An interesting
peaceful than
book for sure. It's a very long series. So if you enjoy it, there's a lot more to it.
Everybody was talking about that Fantastic Four run. Look at
Yes.
this homage right here to one of those.
Oh,
islands.
you
Oh,
see the back
nice.
of your note? Do you see the back of your note?
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah. This is what it says. That shows me not reading directions, you know, like a math teacher, not to read directions. P.S. This is a variant.
Wow, that's really cool variant.
So it's a variant cover. It's the what is that?
FF
49.
48 or 49.
Or
49.
49. Yeah, 49.
49.
And then on the back, we've got another homage.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
The Todd father there. Very nice. Thank you. Let's see.
You are welcome, sir.
These are in bags for their protection.
It's a brown paper bag, brown paper wrapper.
Wow. This is really, really cool. This is really cool. I love this. This is
The Renko baby.
Oh, wow.
nice.
That is
I was
nice.
just
That
looking
is
at
really
that book.
nice.
I love that cover.
It's
It's just
the
amazing.
Amazing.
Lorenko goodness.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
a
some
really
goodness
great
right
cover.
there.
It's kind of similar in a weird way to Batman, where Batman 122, or where he's kind of like over the castle and the girls running in front of the castle. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
And that one
Classic
is an
cover.
homage from an earlier one, isn't it?
Yeah, 31. Detective 31. Yeah. So
And
it kind of looks
speaking
like
of-
that a little bit.
It's funny. Speaking of that, we've got this. Then look at this other homage.
Oh, that's a great one.
Oh, that
Mine
one's
loves
good.
this one. It's funny that you sent me this one. I just ordered this one off of eBay.
Did you really? Oh no.
Yes. Once I saw it on Mon's channel, I mean, all these channels, everybody's channel is like one big commercial to fund my
Well, now
And
you
so
have
I
something to
saw
give away. You can do a giveaway on your channel. There you go.
exactly. And he showed it, and I'm like, man, I really want that. I really want that cover.
I
So
like
No,
the
I was
fact
the
that
one
they
that made
put the
him.
black.
When I showed that on my channel, he's like, "Darn it, Big B! Now I have to buy that."
it just feeds the addiction. YouTube just feeds the addiction. That's all it does.
Yeah, I like the fact that
Well,
they
now you
put the
got something for a
black blood
giveaway.
on the claws, by the way, which is really like
That's right.
on
yeah.
the original Suspense 22. There's instead of doing red blood, they do black blood because they thought it would be more tasteful, and they put black blood on the claws. So I thought that was cool.
They also didn't show the stump of her neck, right? That was the other thing. They
Yeah,
said, well, we could
that
have
was the other
shown.
big thing. Yes.
I'm gonna have to remember that black blood is more tasteful than red blood. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean it tastes better?
It's sort of like alien blood or something. I don't know what it is.
Thank you very much.
You are more than welcome, sir. I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
sending
no.
out packages to my friends and compatriots. So,
There we go.
Very nice.
things. Right on, right on. Oh, I did the thing again where I invited
And these
too
are
many
actually
people.
the first graphic novels. You
Oh,
invited too
no.
many people. These
The
are the first
sick-
graphic novels I've ever owned. I always just
I did it again. 22, I'll get you in as soon as I can, brother. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. Let me take it off solo laid out here.
He's playing backup like I was on that other stream.
So we're
Right,
going to,
right.
going to Alan next.
You can go to
Actually,
Alan.
I
You
was
wanna
wondering,
go?
do you want to come on my channel to do this one tomorrow, Big B?
Sure, we can wait and do that on your channel. That's fine.
So this
Yeah.
is like a sneak peek. Oh, that's it. That's all you guys get.
I got
That's it.
mine.
You
in
open the
I think
Tune in
he's afraid
tomorrow.
that you may have given me.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
I think
Okay.
I think Alan's afraid that you may have given me better comics than he gave you.
Mine's really small and there's no happy face, so I don't know.
Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah, I got mine here from Big B, which thank you again, by the way. It's just still surreal to me because it's like you sent me something, and then Brandon over at Mullen Comics sent me something, and then Mr. Aiken sent me something. It's like a bunch of these people sending me stuff. I really don't deserve it, but like it feels so real, it feels so like unreal. But I'm very grateful, and I actually already opened mine yesterday, but I'll have one here. So this one was one that you wanted to give to my mom. Well, first off, before anything, he called me up, and I was getting super worried because he was being very vague, and he was like, "Hey, have you read Watchmen?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, "Hey, have you read Dark Knight Returns?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And books from those series are very expensive, so I was getting real scared that he would send me something like that because then I would feel really bad. Thankfully, he didn't. But yeah, this one was for my mom, and it was my mom obviously loves like the superhero stuff, but she loves like the romance, the crime, the horror, all that stuff. So yeah, a little Silver Age stuff right here,
Oh, wow.
the romance.
Young romance.
Yeah.
Is that wasn't it Ramita or somebody like that did some of
Ramita did a
those-
ton of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did a ton of them.
Yeah.
I think this might be Ramita. I can't really tell, but
It
It looks
It
like
could be.
might be. Another comic here. This one is super cool because this one has been in my eBay cart for the longest time. Because it's like two of my favorite things in the one. We got a little bit of a Green Lantern 125 variant with Robot Chicken.
That's right,
Wow.
Robot
Yeah.
Chicken baby.
Yeah, pretty
That
expensive
is really
variant.
cool.
I think it's like a $20-$30 variant online. This one's in nice shape too. I don't have a ton of like more modern Green Lanterns. Like everyone knows I like Green Lantern, but I mainly collect a lot of like the older stuff. The only like modern Green Lanterns I have are like the later portions of the Kyle Rayner stuff. But like I don't really have a ton of like newer stuff. But there's like some stuff like this I've been really wanting because Robot Chicken's awesome. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I
Seth
love
Green did
Robot
an awesome
Chicken.
job. And yeah, it's just an awesome book. So again, thank you for that one. That's literally been in my eBay cart in like a 9.8, like graded for like 2 years. So yeah,
22 saying, popping in the chat. Hey, 22, I'm sorry, I overbooked. So I'll get you on as soon as I can. You gave me a maybe, so I kind of.
Another thing about me is because I actually read almost exclusively all my comics online because one, it's just more convenient, and second, it's just like my room. It's a small room. I don't have a lot of space to put things. So if I were to go and actually buy a bunch of like omnibus and trade paperbacks, it would take up a lot of room very quickly, and that stuff is expensive. Like me personally, like what an omnibus is like $150, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's and me personally, I would rather buy like one really, really cool, important, like a first appearance of Nightwing or something, than like an omnibus. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
But I do have some awesome reading material that you sent me. We got 2 Green Lantern stuff. We have Ion here, with the Master of the Universe, or a Guardian of the Universe rather. Ion, Ron Mars,
Kyle Rayner later on. Yep.
Yeah. Ron Mars, which is the story writer. He was longtime Kyle Rayner story writer. And let me see if I can show this first panel here, because it was so cool. Because I was flipping through it, this one right here, where he's like a bunch of the lanterns are like dead floating in space, and then Kyle Rayner's just in the middle, like I didn't mean to do it. Super cool panel.
Oops. Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's super cool. I haven't read this story at all, so I flipped through it a little bit. It's going to be a really fun read for sure. Another trade paperback here. We have Green Lantern Rebirth. Jeff Johns' Green Lantern is the best Green Lantern, the best comics that you'll read. Really, really good. I have read Green Lantern Rebirth, however, it's been a really long time, so we'll have a good refresher with this. And you got Ethan Van Sciver on the art, always killing it. One of the stories that Bigby mentioned, like, oh, have you read this, was Marvels by Alex Ross, and I actually never have read that. I haven't had the time, or honestly, I don't know much about Marvels in general, and I've always seen it. I know it's a good story, but I've never like delved into it further. But he did give me a little bit of a trade paperback of Marvels here by Alex Ross. And I was flipping through some of the art, and it is amazing, man. And like I said, I don't know much about Marvels, and it looks like it's a bunch of the OG heroes, like Human Torch and Submariner and everything, and Captain America. So
it's kind of the history of the Marvel Universe as seen through the eyes of a reporter.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
You get to see, yeah.
Reminds me of. Is this the same thing? What was that one story? I think it was also Alex Ross that did the art, where it was like the Marvel Universe, but everything went wrong. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Ruin.
Talking about Earth.
Yeah, Ruin. It wasn't Alex Ross, but it is similar. It's the same character. So.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah. I was like, I've seen this dude with the eye patch before.
Yeah. Hey, Dan.
Yeah. I have read that, but I've never read this, so I'm excited to read this because, I love Alex Ross. I'm trying to get that whole, the Alex Ross run where he did on Justice Society, where like all the covers are him. I'm trying to get all of those because I love Alex Ross. But yeah, that was my package from Big B. Let me hold up. Let me get all my stuff here.
You gotta show off that new rocker earring too. You showed that off on IG.
I don't know if y'all can see it really well, but I got some
rocker. There you go. Yeah. We got if you go over to his IG, you got him playing the guitar. There you go.
Yeah, I've been posting a little bit more aesthetic stuff on the Instagram.
Yeah, there you go. Right on, brother. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Let's see. Let's go back to the group.
So I just wanted to say something quick to Mike. Wait, can I just say something quick to Mike? That Archie, oh my goodness, that is insane. I just wanted to say that.
Oh yeah, that Archie is nuts.
9.2.
And where'd you get that for? Like $5?
I mean, I kind of expected it, but I was still like, so I filmed an unboxing. It's coming out like next weekend. You guys see my reaction because I was like, I knew it was gonna be good, but I was like, come on.
Did you pay $5 for that? Was it $5?
$5.
Holy cow! Wow.
I would be probably interested in it just because it's 9.2.
Yeah, I've had
he's got a buyer lined up already, don't you?
Kind of, sort of. He's
Oh,
worried.
okay.
He actually thought I should grade it, and now he told me he's not sure he can afford it. So
Yeah, that'd be my concern too.
yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly, guys. So I'll take advice.
That's
from
the highest
somebody
and
like
only
that.
on the census, right?
Yeah.
Highest and only ever anything ever never saw. I mean,
And
rated
we
or
couldn't
otherwise.
find
No
anything
one's ever
about
seen
it.
one
We
so-
couldn't find
so-
anything about it.
Right.
And the other ones that were similar,
I think
were
we saw in the
pretty pricey.
Overstreet guide, we found it referenced along with the other ones, but it had, there's none,
It
there's
had
no
some
record
stupid
of another
price.
one selling. So you have no baseline.
What was the Overstreet value for it? Like $10 or something stupid? Or
They were all like a couple $100, like all of them, but that's clearly not true because the ones that have sold on eBay, including the guy who was asking me about it, they're all several thousand, so
yeah,
it's crazy.
it's crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
fun time.
Well, does anybody else have anything they want to show off? Anyone?
I'll show that book if you guys want to see it, since
Anyone?
Alan brought it up.
Yes, do
Yeah,
that.
I'm
you
sure
can
everyone
show
would
it.
love to see it.
Yeah. I just have
Keeping it
all the stuff that
hermetically
I'm
sealed
unboxing
because I'm
already.
terrified. This is the only time where you grade a Hulk 181, and it's the least interesting book in the submission. So
Right.
It's just
there it
so.
is. So this is
Oh my goodness.
Archie, your official Store Club magazine, which was a promotional magazine. They had one every single month, and they usually like Halloween themed or Christmas themed, whatever. They put them out every month for a couple of years, from like 1948 to 1951, and they were promotionals. They were given out at shoe stores, primarily in the New York area. So this one was given out, at a shoe store at Christmas time. Their promos, and this is from December 1949. This is the only one on the census, and it graded a 9.2. And we can find another sale of this book in any
Anywhere.
condition in any auction
Major
ever.
site, yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's so cool.
Is there
buddy.
an Archie
That
story
is so
inside as
cool.
well, or?
No, it's like multiple. So I took actually lots of pictures of it. I had Comic Spa, my friend Jeff, press it. There was some. I mean, when I got it, it looked amazing. But yeah, he got rid of most of the little kind of spine ticks. But before we knew we were encapsulating it, I took, just for posterity, I took pictures of every single page, and it's lots of it's like games, recipes, interviews with other Archie lovers, a couple like mini stories, but it's almost like an activity book. It's less of a comic book. And all the other ones in the series have pictures of like the actor or actress that acted in like the 40s version of Archie, something like that. This is one of the only ones that actually has the characters like Jughead and Veronica on the cover. So the one that's truly a comic book looking book. So.
And was CGC able to tell you the year or anything about it?
I knew the year because you can see it on the inside, and I know it's December because it's the Christmas one. So, and the October one from the same year was Halloween. So I assumed it was the December one. I used the analog. I had to write it in because it didn't exist. I had to write this in, and they agreed with it, and I sent it as unlimited tier because I assumed they were just going to upcharge me anyways, and I wanted to get it back. So it cost me $5 to buy it. It cost me $150 to grade it. So
I was curious what the grading cost
time.
was. I was wondering what they valued it at, because that's sometimes plays into the grading cost.
I was wondering if they were going to charge the credit card. They didn't yet, at least. So I think it's worth.
It's only worth
$5.
That's all you paid, so it should be based on that.
Right.
Crazy. It's pretty, but it's neat. Like, it's one of those ones. Like, I'm totally fine. For a while, I was like, I just want to sell it or trade it, like, easily. Like, I don't care about Archie. It's old, but whatever. I'd rather have like one of my Grails. However, there is something special about holding something that no one else has. Like, I got it. I'm like, I have the only one. Like, it's this weird greed. Like, Thor and Open Shield, gold, dragon sickness kicks in, and I'm just like, it's mine, So
one of one, man, one of one. It's
one of one, cool. Right? Might as well be a one ring. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I thought I'd share. Since you brought it up, Alan. Yeah, thanks.
I was when you posted that to me, I was like, oh my goodness, that's so crazy.
I knew you would appreciate it. Yeah, I had to send it to you. I sent it to Ryan at Automatic Comics as well, because I was asking him advice. I knew he sold some similar ones to this months ago, including to the same guy I was talking to, and we were both going back and forth. So I sent him pictures as well, and he said the same thing. He's like, dude, like, they don't exist. It's pretty crazy. So I really appreciate his advice and your advice. Again, all of you Golden Age guys, know way more than I do about this stuff. So yeah, thank you.
That's so awesome, buddy. That's so awesome.
Mike, do you play the lottery?
I do. Yeah, every time I go hunting for comic books at flea markets, I'm playing the lottery, Mr. Akins. This is what I do.
That is the
Made a whole
lottery.
YouTube channel all about it, and it works out sometimes, every once in a while.
That's really
So
awesome.
I know Brandon at Mon Comics, he's always interested in the stats. So so far for hashtag comic book chat, we have 82 videos and
All right.
67,151 views. And I want to say
Nice.
hey to our two newest contributors to the group, to Geek Out with Roscoe, who did a shout out this
Oh,
month,
nice.
and Jackpot Comics Talk, who Mon Comics just did a shout out for her, and she quickly turned around, and just as I was getting ready to do this video, she popped one up on YouTube. So I just wanted to say hey and tell her welcome to the group, and hopefully she'll continue to do shout outs. And
Cool.
I actually invited her on. I don't know. I mean, I overbooked the show, but
Yeah, she put
So,
out that video today. I think she edited
yeah,
it real
she
quick.
did. She did. Yep. Yeah. So say hey to Karen's pages. If you guys don't know who Karen is, check out her channel. She's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
She does unboxings of original artwork, as well as collecting Golden and Silver Age and Bronze Age coolness. I'm sure she collects more modern stuff too, but she's always unboxing just the greatest things. So, and you can
Lots
just tell
of really
her
awesome
passion for the
artwork.
hobby,
Yeah.
especially when she unboxed that Jack Kirby piece, and you can just see just the emotion on her face with how just in awe of that piece she is. So it was really great to see that. So
Yeah, it was a cool video.
And it's big. It was
For
really
sure.
big. It's a huge.
it
piece.
was a promotional piece for one of the shows. I don't know if Karen, if you're still in the group, it was you can tell us what show it was for, something like San Francisco Comic-Con or something, but it was a promotional piece that Jack did. So yeah, definitely.
She had a
cool
spot
thing
on her
that she
wall
got.
that she was going to have it framed and put on too, right? She'd saved
Yeah.
a spot
Yeah.
for that
Yeah, she was
specific
saying.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
She sure did. All right. Anybody else have anything else they want to show off, or
I have a bunch of stuff
Should we get
all
to the-
around me,
to the
but it's
drawing?
for the next unboxing series, so you guys have to wait for it.
okay, we should probably save
have
that for the
a-
next unboxing.
Yeah, I have a
Who has a
lot
what?
of stuff if you want to put me on, but it's like a lot of stuff. So I don't know how much of it you want me to show before it becomes too much.
Well, let's do the drawing, and then we'll do some more show and tell. How's that? Does
Okay.
that work?
Sounds good.
All right. So I know Mike's going to help me out with this. So I've been having internet
cool.
issues, so Mike and I did some magic here to make this work. So Mike, I'm going to blink you big, and we're going to do the first. We're going to do the first spin, right?
Yes.
So-
Oh, you're gonna spin.
All right. So this is going to
I
be
love that spinner. It's awesome.
right. Yes. This is going to be the piece done by me for one of our contributors. So when you're ready, sir.
And you guys can't see it, but this is a magic wheel. And whenever it stops, the name of the person will actually pop up on it. So here we go. I love that sound, by the way.
It's so
Yeah, me
good.
too.
Look at that. It popped up. Who won?
Nice.
What's on the comic rack one?
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
Bigby's already sent me something. Let's spin it again.
Yeah, you got your piece coming. I did the spin for this month already. That's who's gonna get it for this time. I sent you some books. I didn't send you some artwork, so don't worry about it.
Well, that's true.
All right. So Saman saying yes, Akins 22 is laughing at our magical
Yes.
wheel. You know, so
It's very
congrats.
magical.
It is magical. It is magical. I love that wheel.
And then for the piece that will be done by Travis from Comics Limited, the guy that always tries to one up me and do the cool color pieces. Let's go ahead and spin and see who's the winner. Who won? Colossus Collector. What a shock!
What?
So there you go.
Thank you.
So
Magic wheel. There we go.
It's amazing. That wheel is magical.
It is
Congrats.
magical.
it is like I am
Wow.
mystified. I don't know how that thing works, but it's amazing. So,
are those like
so Mr. Aiken,
authentic like sticky notes from like the 1800s and yeah.
Yeah. So, Mr. Aiken, you told me once before who you wanted me to draw, but I don't remember.
Weeks, trust me.
Oh, what I sold you last time? Well, last
What
time
you wanted me to draw? What is it going to be?
Do you want me to be really specific? I can be really specific. I like the Werewolf by Night trade dress with Werewolf by Night fighting Dracula.
Okay. So you want Werewolf by Night fighting Dracula?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. You got it, buddy.
Cool. I mean, I don't want to get specific, but the Werewolf by Night trade dress with them two fighting. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. You got it. With trade dress. Let me make sure I get that with trade dress.
Because the other one we did with the man thing, with the trade dress,
that was really cool.
Looked so good. That would mean that was just super dope.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. And Ryan, what are you going to be having Trav do for you? I think I have a feeling I know, but
well,
we got to hear it from you.
You probably have a good idea of what
I'm going to guess something with Colossus. Just weird.
Yeah, I'd love a drawing of Colossus smoking a giant cigar, with
there you go,
with his leg up, Captain Morgan style, on a defeated Juggernaut.
Oh, cool.
There you go. I love it. Really I love it.
Concept.
Wow,
that is a great one for sure.
If that's possible.
Awesome.
Not to ask.
I'm sure that is definitely possible. So I wanted to ask you, Ryan, do you collect Sergeant Rock, or have you looked at Sergeant Rock since you're the big Stogie fan? I mean, Sergeant Rock is always smoking the Stogie.
Well, I'm a Marvel guy, right? So is Sergeant Rock Marvel? I don't even know what Sergeant Rock is.
No, he's DC. He's
DC. Yeah. But DC. Yeah. He's like Nick Fury of DC.
Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I've never really looked into it. I'm just more.
You wouldn't say no to some Golden Age Sergeant Rock?
I wouldn't say no to anything, really.
You heard it here first, folks. Ryan would not say no to anything.
I love cigar covers. Like I know Lobo smokes cigars, and Sergeant Rock. So like there are other cigar covers out there. I just haven't branched out yet.
Well, I know that
don't get me hooked on something else. I don't need any more.
Right. I know Schwarzenegger wanted to play Sergeant Rock because Sergeant Rock goes around with the big stogie, and Arnold wanted to be Sergeant Rock. So.
Arnold does love a good cigar, that's for sure.
22 Comics says, you don't say no to anything. I have a proposition on some Iron Man comics then. All righty. Do we have any volunteers? Like, I know you said you got up really early. Do you want to volunteer to pop out to get 22 in, or you want to hang out?
22 jump in. No, that's totally fine. Thank you for having me, Brian. I told Brian I was at a flea market this morning up early, and I almost brought this. I like it, but I was thinking of reselling it because it's nice curb appeal. And my wife said, "Don't you dare get rid of that." And I was like, I really do like it.
No, you can't sell that.
And then Brian contacted me. I'm like, thank God I didn't get rid of it today.
It's too cool. You gotta keep it.
So cool, right? I know. What was I thinking? Crazy, right? So this is in for the long haul.
I was like,
Brian,
Mike, I kind of need that.
Happy to provide.
I need use of your magic wheel.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I'm gonna go to bed.
See you,
early for me.
All right, listen, sweet brother. Thank you again.
Bye, Mike.
I gotta jump too, guys. I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do. So,
okay, no problem.
Really appreciate you having me on, and thank you for the draw, the drawing, the draw of the drawing, or whatever you call it. All right, thanks, guys.
22. I think we lost 22. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Am I gonna leave you short end? All right, see you guys.
There he is.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, brother, how you doing? I'm sorry we got too many people.
No, you're
again.
Good.
I'm bad. I would get one too many people.
No, you're good. I feel bad now that people are like dipping out. I'm like, oh well. I didn't mean
We
to
got to
be the
make
cause of
room.
that.
Got to make room. Make way.
I'm nobody.
Hey, so how you been, man?
I've been well. I've been well. Just really busy all the time. All the time busy. So, how are y'all?
Good.
I'm doing well.
Please, y'all don't step
Got a
over each
good
other.
group of guys here tonight. Travis sent me the prelim of his artwork for your Iron Man piece, so it's pretty impressive.
Yes. Yes. I'm excited.
Yes.
We know what 22 is doing tomorrow night.
So,
Yes.
yeah, I was just asking everybody at the beginning, what do you got coming up? You know, what's going on with you? How are things? So,
Tomorrow night is my Top 10 Alternatives live show that I do every Monday night, where I go over the cover price top 10 list and I find alternatives, try to anyways, for each and every book. So to kind of fight that FOMO and stuff like that. Thursday is usually when I drop my normal video, and this week it'll be my eBay sales report. So like whatever I've sold on eBay last month, whatever I'm putting up for sale on eBay this month, and whatever I bought on eBay last month. So
cool. Very cool.
and then I've been lacking in the shout out Sundays, so I need to get back on that.
It's all good, brother. All you can do is what you can do. So, you know.
Yeah.
And I noticed a lot of people have been starting to do like Mon Comics has been doing like 3 things in one video. It's like, and I know Alan's done some shout outs, and I think Mr. Akins, have you worked in one where it was other things and a shout out? So
maybe
you know, it's always good.
I'm trying to work on just like one shout out. I was doing
You did a massive shout out recently.
Yeah, I was doing a shout out for 22s, specifically the top 10 alternatives, because when you do the top 10, when you come to the top 10 alternatives, you get a chance to win a duck.
Oh, yeah.
You get 2 chances to win a duck if you come in on Monday night. We're all in the chat. We have a great time in the chat. And at the end of the month, he does a duck race, and you can win a prize pack. And so I was showing off the prize pack that I got when I won for the month of September.
Awesome.
Nice.
I have to go
Awesome.
watch that.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
He threw in some extras in there too. He threw in 2 extra Iron Man because he is, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say it. He's nicer than mine. He's nicer than Brandon. He's nicer than mine.
What?
Uh-oh, start the battle.
That's funny. Well, I appreciate you. I owe you some money now. You're on the payroll.
Oh no. I love the top 10 alternatives. And I mean, he's also up for a CBC award for that specific show. But it's just a great time in the chat. I mean, he may be telling you to buy all these comics.
I'm not telling anybody about nothing.
But we have a really great time in the chat, and you know, it's fun for him to show those. And also another thing that goes in the chat, people will be putting in numbers. Like the first number is how many of those that he's showing that you have out of the total. Like if you got a 1/4, that means you've got 1 of the 4 comics that he's shown. Just kind of a fun thing to do also when he's showing these things, when he's going over the cover price list there. And then he gives the alternatives too. So
that's something the chat started. So I know I've seen it on other shows and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool that the chat brought it to mine. I was like, oh, that's cool. So
yeah, it's always fun.
So Tina's doing awesome. She's putting everybody's channels up. So if you're not subbed to any of these guys,
Tina,
in the chat, there's links to everybody's channels. The other day I had a 7-minute short premiere, and Tina was in there saying, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey Tina, I made you a mod on my channel. Hope you don't mind."
I think Tina's up for a comic book community award as well in the Blu-ray.
She is. I was shouting her out at the beginning. She's
awesome.
She's awesome. So
what
yes,
is she up for?
definitely.
Blue Wrench.
Blue Wrench
Blue Wrench.
support.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. She is awesome.
I tried to get
thought that was
Obito in
interesting
for
award,
new channel, and it didn't happen. So I'm sorry.
I tried to get
I tried.
I voted for a lot of
I was miffed about that. I was like, man, I got some good chances, but I was like, oh man.
I mean, I voted for best. I think I put him in for unknown, but I guess he just didn't have enough votes.
I was doing unknown for you, Mr. Akins. That's who I was campaigning for.
I didn't know which category I got voted for. I just assumed it was the new channel one. Yeah. If there was a category for youngest channel, I think I would have got that easy.
That's funny.
So actually,
so
I
I'm number
interviewed somebody
15 to have
that's younger
Tina as
than
the
you.
wrench. There you go. That's awesome. Good job, Tina. There you go. So, all right. So, Obito, you said you had some stuff you wanted to show off.
Yeah, I got some stuff.
All
Is it
right.
Green Lantern?
Potentially. Possibly.
Let's put them up on the screen here.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right. I hope you like DC because most of this is DC. I'll go rapid fire because even though I haven't like uploaded anything for a month, I've still been getting comics. So you could, as you can probably imagine, there's a lot.
Right?
Yeah. So first one here, we got just a little bit of some Silver Age Jimmy Olsen. Nothing too crazy. It's like a Bizarro Jimmy Olsen. I think it's like the first appearance of Bizarro Jimmy Olsen, something like that. I don't know.
That's nice.
There you go. That's awesome.
This one is pretty. I think this is like a promotional thing for like a DC action figure line or something about that. I think that's what it says. Superpowers number
Yeah.
1.
That was a mini series that was it was kind of tied into that action figure line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they
Dark
did it
Side there.
at the same time that Marvel Superheroes came out, which was a Secret Wars, which was promoting the action figures. I think that was the same thing. It promoted the action figures.
Yeah. And those were both actually pretty good lines of action figures for back in the day.
Yeah.
So I did mention a second ago how I collect the Alex Ross covers for Justice Society. We got 2 here. So we have this is 68 here, and then we got
Nice.
69. But what's cool about this is they are connected covers. If you put them
Connecting.
together,
Nice.
I don't know how well you can see that, but
Nice.
they culminate into one
That's
big
awesome.
thing. Yeah.
I think they made a really big poster of that.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm like a good bit of the way done with like getting that whole run. I eventually want to get it, but still got a ways to go. Y'all guys want to expect this one? We got some Green Lantern. Green Lantern 129 here.
Or
Star
Star
Sapphire.
Sapphire. I mean Sapphire.
Star
Yeah.
Sapphire, a little bit of some Bronze Age goodness here. Awesome cover. Yeah, it's just a cool one. Really good shape too, by the way. This is definitely like in the high 9s. There's like nothing. It's like super. The colors specifically on this pop really well, like the blues.
Yeah. Pretty.
This one I just bought because I thought it was cool and it was Silver Age, but I found out it's like a $60 book or something crazy. This is the Mighty Crusaders number 1. I don't know a thing about this, but
Nice.
yeah, I got it. I paid like $2 for it, and I found out later a lot more than that, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, there's Shield is a Golden Age character.
Yeah, I think Rob Liefeld
it's
just brought him back.
That's the Shield, right? And he predates Captain America.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why they had to change the shape of Captain America's shield. On the first
Yeah.
issue, it was the triangle, and then they changed it to the circle.
This one, I honestly don't know why I got this. I just thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, the Great Lakes Avengers number 1. Yeah, the Great Lakes Avengers. They're just kind of like they're really trying really hard to be like the Avengers, but they can't really get it done. You gotta. I don't remember everyone's names. I know there's Flatman. I think that's not Flatman. That's Flatman, right there.
Yeah.
Big Bartha or something like that. I don't remember her
Big
name.
Bertha.
Big Berta.
Big Bertha. And what's funny is Squirrel Girl was on this team for a little bit, but she left. But you could see kind of like in the bottom there's a Squirrel Girl cutout, and that's because they take it around with her just in case somebody wants to take a picture. So they just bring that cardboard cutout of Squirrel Girl with them.
That's
And
funny.
Mr. Immortal. Mr. Immortal
Yeah.
he was in the She-Hulk show.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
He's
I don't
the
even
guy that
remember
jumped
that.
out of the window.
He jumped out a window.
He's the guy
just
who
to avoid-
anytime he dies, he comes back to life. So
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
yeah.
I know we got some X-Men fans here, so I think you'll like this. This is first appearance of Caliban on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It's a nice one. My mom actually picked this one out because she thought it was a cool cover with like the girls' night out because you got all the ladies. Yeah, it's pretty cool. First appearance Caliban. That's cool.
That's
This
got
one,
Taylor Swift in the corner, right?
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Taylor Swift on the corner.
That's my girl Dazzler. This one we got Marvel Fanfare 11. First Iron
first
Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, it's George Perez, right?
George Perez cover.
Perez art.
This is like crispy clean. I know I always say like, oh, I'll eventually get the send some stuff out to CGC. This one's going out because this is like 9.8 looking, super clean. I paid like $2 for it. This one we got some early Bronze Age Phantom Stranger, but I really like this because it had like a horror vibe to it, like a pre-code horror vibe.
Oh, that's really nice.
Oh yeah. There you
It's
go.
like the bondage cover.
Yeah, Alan would be all over that bondage right there. She's tied up.
Tied up as a snake. It was cool. Having a good time. We got what is this? Fantastic Four. It's a little bit of an earlier issue, but like mid Bronze Age, I think. I just thought it was a cool cover, puppet type deal. Yeah,
I think that's George Perez art as well on that cover.
I can't tell.
I think Joe Synod is the one that's inking it.
This one we got New Mutants 100, first appearance of X-Force. It's the second printing though, because the white background. Yeah, I think I also paid like $2 or something. Like most of this stuff I got for like $2, $3. Yeah, we got this one's classic wedding cover. I have to get that.
Nice.
There you go, Trev. Kiss cover.
Yeah, kiss cover for Trev there.
Yeah, just had to get that. This one's really cool. I know my mom liked this one. We got Sherlock Holmes and Batman on Detective Comics here.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah,
I like that.
and you got Detective Comics 27 right there. This one, I don't know. So one thing about my mom is because we collect comics together, but she likes a lot of weird stuff, like just like out of the blue stuff, like the quirky stuff. And she Obnoxo versus the X-Men.
Yes.
Wow.
There's a character in there that looks kind of like Cyclops. His name is Ice Cream. He shoots ice cream out of his visor.
You mentioned that he can make any type of ice cream. Yeah. My mom read this book that she was like starstruck when she had this book. It was like a dream come true. And I don't know why. She just fell in love with Obnoxo so much.
I like
and
the
I couldn't tell you why.
on the cover.
Looks really cool.
The people I buy from on Whatnot, they always put this sticker there. Yeah. The people I buy from on Whatnot, they always put like this sticker up here, and I have to take them off later. It's kind of annoying. This is a fantastic story. This is a story I recently finished, and I eventually want to get this full run if I can, but they're kind of hard to find online because it's a really obscure series. It's Sandman Mystery Theater with DC and Vertigo.
Yeah.
Wesley Dodds,
Wesley Dodds. He's like legit one of my top 10 favorite DC characters. Like he's so cool and underappreciated, but I love him so much. And it's like an awesome noir type story with a bunch of horror aspects to it as well. It's a great read. I highly recommend it. Probably like one of the best things I've read all year, honestly. I think I didn't pick this one out. I think my mom got this. Just to have it.
Nice.
Some Transformers. I think the movie
coming right now. Everything's like everybody's gaga over Transformers right now with the whole Kirkman series. So good pickup.
Yeah. Oh, this next one's gonna be funny. But before that one, we have Mort, another one my mom picked out. Mort #1. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go, Mort. Is it Marvel? That's a Marvel book, huh?
That's a Marvel book. His head is off his body, and it's on the front of the car. You know, not the best time. Mm-hmm. It's a fun cover though. This one's funny. So I bought this. This is Flash Annual 1, and I bought this because I thought it was the real thing. And when you look at it, it's very convincing. No, there's like nothing about this that screams, "Oh, I'm a reprint." But
yeah,
I bought it thinking it was, but it's very much a reprint, as you can see from the newsstand thing on the back. And I was a little miffed, not gonna lie. I was like, man, I thought I scored big. You
Good
can't win
practice.
them all.
Always pull it out and page count.
Yeah. Yeah. This one was another one my mom got from because she remembered the cartoon from her childhood. Gargoyles.
Oh, Gargoyles is
One.
awesome.
Yeah, Gargoyle. Good book.
I remember Manhunter Comics. He did a cover for this series. I'm pretty
He
sure.
did. He did. That's right. So they didn't tell you that it was a facsimile on the Flash when you bought it?
What's that?
They didn't tell you it was a facsimile on the Flash when you bought it?
It just said Flash Annual 1, and it was on there for $2. And I looked at it, thought it was the real thing, realized it wasn't. It's not big. I'm out of $2. Like, it could be worth, you know. Yeah, we got a little bit of some Archie action here. Mom, again, I don't know why my mom likes Archie, but she does. She like this. Not this, and anyone doesn't like Archie. It's just not for me. But yeah, we have a Josie here. A little bit of some sass going on.
Those are rock stars. You should be happy with those.
Yeah, this one is really cool because
you've been hanging out with them.
Yeah. Wait, was that? Yeah. This one's really cool because I'm a big music lover. Me and my mom both are, and I love like old '70s rock. I love that. So we got Archie and the Ramones.
Nice. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's super cool cover. That one's awesome. I love that. This one again. This is just like the mom show and stuff. I should get her in here. We got a Neil Adams cover.
We haven't seen Mama Obito in a while.
Neil Adams, funny enough, we got Mr. T with the collectible card.
Yeah.
It's a Neil Adams cover. So
that is.
For what that's worth, Mr. T. It's a newsstand, hey. A little extra value. And it's got the card in there. It's like what is the one that the X-Force ones that have the Deadpool cards?
It's X-Force number 1, yeah.
Yeah. We have again the Tick. I don't know anything about the Tick. I just think he looks funny.
Awesome.
I think he
Tick
looks
is
like
awesome. He has they have a series on was it on Amazon?
Yeah, I know he got a series on Amazon. I don't think the only thing I like about him is I think it's funny because he kind of looks like the Crimson Chin from Fairly Odd Parents.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, his animated series is great on Fox, and then he has his live action on.
We're getting there. We're not almost done.
There was an old '90s live action as well.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they keep on trying to bring him back, but it just never seems to work.
A lot of people don't know this, but I'm actually trying to get the full Dazzler run because she's like my second favorite X-Men next to Jubilee. And there's just one I was missing, Dazzler 26. I'm crazy about it, but yeah. I'm almost done with it though. Actually, I'm only missing a few.
You got on that train just before it went crazy. I see you got on that train just before it went crazy.
Wait, is there some Dazzler news I didn't know about? What's happening here?
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift playing Dazzler?
Oh, is she? I didn't know that.
It's kind of
there's pictures of her and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and her buddy at the
and the director,
the chief
right?
Yeah,
game all hanging out together.
That's the
cast. Oh yeah, with the director as well. So the cast of Deadpool 3, as well as the director, hanging out with her at a football game. So yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around. He's gonna play Dazzler. Yeah, Dazzler is going through the roof, dude.
Is that like a? Is that like a thing that like recently just happened, or have I been out of the loop for a little bit?
2 weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago.
Fake fan. No. We got a little Incredible Hulk though. This is funny. So the first one here, it's Hulk versus the Avengers, and then the issue right after it is the Avengers kill Hulk.
Wow.
That one's cool. And this next one, it doesn't have to do with that, but it's just cool. I try to get as many of these as I can. Anniversary covers.
Nice.
I have the Iron Man one, the Alpha Flight one, the Spider-Man one.
Iron Man one's all you need.
The hard ones to get are like the Muppet Babies and the Ewoks and the
Care Bears,
all the Heathcliff and all those Starline ones.
Yeah.
You see any of those? Those are big bucks.
We got a little Flash action. This is a first appearance of whatchamacallit. Captain. I forgot his name for a second. Captain Cold's sister, which is Golden Glider.
Golden Glider, yeah. Nice.
Nice.
That's cool.
I remember her. I don't know much about her. I just remember her from the Flash show, which, God, that went terribly eventually.
She's about to be on the Harley Quinn show as well. Or not the, yeah. Yeah, the no,
Oh, yeah. I saw the
Kite
Kite
Man.
Man trailer.
Kite
Yeah.
Man.
So what issue of Flash is that?
Was that?
What issue of Flash is that?
That's 250.
250. Oh, nice. I'll have to pick that up. I like
Alan's making a list.
first.
Yeah, Alan's making a list.
I like
Add it
first
into the
appearances,
eBay card.
so.
You know, funny enough, I was a while back. This is like a random off topic, but I was looking at a copy of the first appearance of the Tattoo Man it was the Green Lantern Silver Age book, and it was sitting in my comic book shop cart. But then, someone bought it, and then
That
like
was
the
me.
week later, I had an interview with Alan, and he was like, "Oh, that was me."
Oops.
Of course.
Great.
Of course.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I want to
That's
get
Alan for
that's
you.
actually good because a lot of people don't know this, but I'm trying to get like a big graded comic book collection of Green Lantern. So for like those older issues like that, I'm trying to get 4.0 or higher, like this one here. So it's
Uh-huh.
actually better that you got that. So I could save my money and try to get a better one. Yeah, which I mean, I'm currently looking. There's some of these people with their eBay prices. Anyway, we got Black Dynamite here. Couldn't tell you a thing about it, but my mom probably could. Yeah, don't know
Yeah.
much about it,
Oh,
but
IDW.
It's like,
Yep.
what's that? Yeah,
yeah, it's like
IDW.
during the time period of Shaft and all that.
This one's cool. Super underrated character. You got the homie Ragman. This is the first
Oh,
issue
yeah.
from his
Yeah.
90s run. Yeah,
Yeah.
super cool character. I love Ragman.
I bought that off
another
the
thing-
shelf.
Yeah. Another thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get every Fantastic Four issue that has She-Hulk with like when she's in the team. And I'm also very close to getting that done. I'm only missing a few. This one I was missing. I'm not gonna show the bottom of it because there's a little bit of
No, that's a great
controversy.
storyline. That's a super good storyline.
yeah. I don't know.
Alan shows
Am I
that
allowed?
stuff all the time. It's not that big of a deal.
Am I allowed
Yeah,
to
you
show
can show
this?
it.
What?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can show it.
Well, there's Hitler. There's Hitler.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
And I think this is just bizarre to me. It's like the Human Torch is like, we have to kill Adolf Hitler. And then like Invisible Woman's like, should we? And I'm like, yes, yes, you should.
That man ruined a mustache.
Another one just got this for She-Hulk. Love me some She-Hulk. Just a cover.
go.
Apparently that's supposed to be Miss Marvel. I didn't know that. I thought it looks like
Yeah,
some
she
like
went through a few costume changes.
So that's a different Miss Marvel.
Sharon.
Sharon
gonna say,
Ventura.
Yeah.
this doesn't like
She was the
I only
She-Thing,
knew
wasn't
this
it?
was Miss Marvel because the title on it says it's Miss Marvel. But to me,
She
it looks
becomes
like
the female. She becomes a
It-
female thing later on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's a bunch of Miss Marvels, but to me, this looks like some Kamala Khan fangirl that tried really hard to make it work, and it just doesn't really. This one's actually hilarious. Just the story behind it. So this is Swamp Thing issue. They put the sticker on it, so I can't tell you the issue. It says somewhere up there, but Swamp Thing, whatever issue, early Bronze Age. So this dude here, his name is Saber, and I kept calling him Sabre because, like, I don't know why. Like, I keep looking at the word Saber, like he says, like Saber right here, and I want to say Sabre so badly. I know it's Saber, but I can't
English
not say
language makes no
Sabre.
sense.
Yeah, like the way it's spelled, I want to say Sabre so bad, but I know it's not. Yeah. Okay, we're almost done here. We got two more. This one, just I thought it was a cool cover with Iron Man. They're underwater,
Oh, yeah.
fighting Hulk.
It's one of the first
Yeah,
ones I bought.
Super
back issue.
approved.
Yeah, 132. Just a cool cover.
Mhm.
I love it.
You
This
got
one is,
built-in fan club there. 22 and Mr. Akins.
Oh, absolutely.
this one is what is this? This is like the origin of Two-Face or something. Batman, what is this? Batman 410. Origin of Two-Face or something like that. He's got
I know it's the key. I don't remember what the key is for.
I want to say there's like some Jason Todd stuff.
I was
with it
thinking
as
of
well.
some sort of is it
I'm pretty sure it's the origin of
the
Two-Face
first Jason
or
Todd
something.
in costume.
No, I have the first Jason Todd in costume somewhere over there.
Yeah, it's different.
But this is something to do with Two-Face. And
What's that issue?
that is 410. 410.
What was the issue number again? 410?
410, yeah, 410.
410.
Now
10,
I have. Hold on. I have more, but I don't think I should.
We'll
save
give
that.
some other people a chance, and maybe we'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll save that for another time.
All right. Well, we'll take you off the solo. Anybody else want to hop in and show books?
I can show one or two.
Wait a minute,
ones
Alan.
quickly.
I could show 4 books, and then you can make a list of these 4 books, and you can show me higher grades of each one of these 4 books.
I don't get that high grade.
Let's do that.
High grade guy.
Let's do that. Let's make me big. He can make the list of these 4 lists, and then 22 can go, and then Alan can come back and bump
With
me
the-
up on each one of these. Let's do that.
That's my
Like
MO
a
now.
challenge.
Don't you have something
It's a
crazy like
challenge.
an
It's a
8.5
challenge,
of the
huh?
first plastic fan?
Do you really want to do that?
Yeah, let's do
I just
that.
wanted to show this one to Obito.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
So just the only reason I
That
wanted to
is
show this
a
is
really
like,
cool looking book. Hang
it's a
on.
really low grade. See, look, I'm not a high grade guy. It's 1.0. This is first appearance of Star Sapphire
Mm.
in the
Oh,
Golden
nice.
Age.
Yeah.
Golden Age.
Oh, there you go.
However,
Obito appreciates that.
I actually paid a fair amount for this. There's one on my comic shop right now, and it keeps on dropping the price. They keep on dropping the price. I think it's down to $300 now. So it's not a bad deal. It's a low grade.
What's the
but
grade on it?
I think it's like a 1.5 on the
Oh, wow.
one that's on. It's not a graded copy. It's a raw copy, but it's on my comic shop right now for about. I think it's like $300. So if you want to get Star Sapphire's true first appearance in the Golden Age,
There you go.
This is
Obito,
the
you
book.
got $300 extra dollars laying around.
and
Yeah,
it's,
you're talking to the wrong guy. I got $30 now.
yeah, well, it's all Flash 32. You know, but you can make payments. You can. They're usually actually quite good.
I'm making like $20 installments over the course of like 3 years.
So it's a
Yeah,
Christmas,
I figured I'd show
Christmas
that
list
one.
item.
That's it. That's all. I had a bunch
right.
of others, but I'll show them later.
Honestly, if that's true, if I could do $20 installments for like 3 years, I'd do it.
Yeah, I don't think they would allow you to do that.
What are you showing off there? Taylor Swift, what was it?
Well, my wife and the girls went to this today while I was.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Nice.
Wow, so they
Don't
actually
you got, like, a
new
got
movie?
tickets.
They went and saw the Dazzler movie.
Yeah. So I'm going to show 4 comics, then 22 is going to go, and then Alan's going to come back and show these same 4 comics.
Let me
at
see if
higher
I can do
grade.
it. I'll see
Okay.
if I can do it.
So we've got this one.
Oh no!
Nice. Nice.
You know, there is a great. You know, this is the great battle scene and everything, but I think the most important thing about this comic is Johnny goes to college right here.
Yeah,
That is
You know,
cosmic
everything-
calamities, but Johnny has his priorities.
Yeah, the earth is
Right.
about to be destroyed, but hey, I'm going to college. You know, I got to have my priorities. You know, and I think everybody keeps forgetting that this is the first appearance of Wyatt Wingfoot. I mean, I love that character.
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
So this
He's
is
a Native American, and he was a great ally of the Fantastic Four. He would fill in when they were short a member a lot of times.
Wow.
So this is number 50 in a 3.5, Alan, a 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. if
We're
you're gonna
going all
show a
Silver
bunch-
Age. So you should have all your Silver Age stuff ready.
Well, yeah. We'll see.
Avengers number 57. First appearance
Oh,
of the Silver Age Vision in a 5.0. A 5.0. Nice. This is also, you know,
I don't even own these books yet, so Mr. Aiken. So you're good on. You got me on these.
Right.
this is also a pink cover. You did the pink cover challenge. This is a pink cover as well.
That's right. That's right.
I don't remember anybody using this one in the pink cover challenge. So,
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover.
I consider that red. Sorry.
oh,
I was gonna say, I
okay.
thought it was a red
The
cover.
clouds are pink.
Well, I
the
think
clouds
the
are
most
definitely
important
pink.
thing is, can you beat the 5.0? I think that's the most important thing. Can you beat the 5.0?
Yeah, you got that 9.6, right, Alan?
Yeah.
Mine's not that high. I'm not sure. I think mine's a 6.0.
See,
Nice.
that's what I'm saying.
We'll see. We'll see.
Staying in the
This
silver
challenge
age.
has been accepted. All right.
Nice book.
Submariner.
Submariner. I'm on 5. Nice book, yes. And a 5.5. You know, continued from Iron Man Submariner #1. You know, and the origin of the Submariner retold. And this
So
is
I don't have
5.5.
that book, but I have 2 copies of Iron Man Submariner #1.
Oh, you just put me to shame.
And then, of course, my favorite from the Silver Age.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
#1 and a 5.0. This is one of those big premiere issues.
Oh, I think you got me on that one.
Ooh. It's always nice to get Alan on something. I mean, the small victories is what I'm
That's
looking
right.
for.
It's the little things in life.
So that's my 4 right there. You know, so Alan
All
needs
right.
to
All right.
pump those up.
All right. So we're gonna jump over here to 50 or 22 now. Oh, 22 just disappeared. Oh, there he is.
He's back.
There he is. He's back. He had to grab some books.
Sorry. Yeah. I wanted to join in on the fun. Because Mr.
throwing you on the
Aiken's
spot
lineup
now.
that he just had right there. Do what?
I just pulled out everything. It's like, you know.
Yeah. His lineup he just pulled out and made all my books like the color Dookie from that Fantastic Four 50 background. So yeah, I got a bunch of modern stuff here. Except for my last one. I'm going to do my last one as just a funny thing. So Harley Quinn #32. This is Jenny Frison variant. I just think this is an amazing cover.
Would that be considered a pink
Oh, that's
cover?
beautiful.
That's absolutely pink.
That is a
Absolutely.
pink
That's
cover.
really
for sure.
pink.
That's bubblegum pink right there.
There you go. I like that. That's nice.
Bubblegum.
That's an awesome cover.
Most of these I got from the dollar bin of mycomicshop.com. So if you don't know, mycomicshop.com right now is going insane with their freaking dollar bin, and I've just been wasting all my money on it. Blood Syndicate #1. I think this is a great book to have, along with like Static stuff like that, just in case that ever.
Yeah,
starts to
milestone.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitting my microphone, trying to get to this Axis #1. This is a 1 in 50 ratio that I picked up for $1.
Nice.
So I don't know.
A 1 in 50 for $1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh no, it gets better. I promise.
What's wrong with it? No.
There's nothing. Nothing's wrong. So this is, what is this? Amazing Spider-Man #23. I actually got this from Empire Comics in his mystery box here not long ago. But the reason that I'm showing it is, if you go to my comic shop right now, you can pick this up.
Nice.
They got 2 copies of it. This is a 1 in 100, and it's Alex Ross variant.
Yes.
And they got 2 copies for sale right now for $4. Like,
Wow.
Oh,
I
my
just
goodness.
looked
A
at it
1 in
an hour
100?
ago. Do it now.
1 in 100 for $4.
1 in 100, 9 point. They say it's a 9.2. My comic shop always like undergrades, anyways.
They
as it is.
undergrade too, yeah.
So, Flash #1. This is the Raza variant right here, the foil. This thing, I love his work.
Right from
That's
the 90s.
beautiful.
Right? That's all
beautiful.
kinds of 90s. All right, here's a $1. I'm a big Ninja Turtle guy, and when I found this for $1, I had to get it.
Ooh, cool.
Oh, there you go. So that Power Rangers Turtles?
Yep. Like I said, a bunch of modern stuff. Another Power Rangers for $1. Here's a Thanos Legacy. This is a 1 in 50 that I got for $1. Esad Ribic
Wow.
artwork. Yeah,
That's crazy. Do they have a dollar bin? Do they have a dollar bin section, or do you have to search it up?
No, they have $1. It's I don't want to tell you wrong, so let me click over there real quick. It just says on sale. You click on that, and then there's when that comes up, there's a link that says View Dollar Bin Comics. Yeah, View Dollar Bin Comics on sale, and
Wow.
click on that, and they're all just $1.
That's crazy.
So
Wonder how much Green Lantern I can get.
right.
You said you had like $30 in your wallet. You can get 30 Green Lanterns.
30 comics.
Yeah.
So shipping, like I get my stuff from them every month anyways. So I think I pay $10 a month and I get shipped books twice a month. Any books that I tack on to my subscription service, it's like 25 cents per book added to my shipping. That's it. So it's not too bad shipping.
Obito, you're down there in Texas. That's Lone Star Comics is the headquarters for that.
You just roll over there and be like, "What's up, guys? I need my books."
You'd be like, "I need to pick up my order."
I could probably do that, could I? Never thought about that.
This is X-Men #1. This is a Marks Brooks variant.
Nice. Another dollar book?
Yep. No ratio. I don't think it was just a variant. Another Power Rangers $1.
Love it.
Nice.
Zord.
Right?
Zord.
I like the action figure variants as well, so I found this White Tiger Power Ranger for $1.
Nice.
Cool.
I don't think this one was $1, but again, I think this was like $2.50, but it was Vision. John Tyler Christopher. Action
Very
figure
cool.
variant.
I still need the Gwenpool action figure variant.
I think I have that.
I'm jelly.
Bottom tier collector says he likes that green dress jean.
Yes. Right. I'm just saying.
There you go. It's green dress
Wolvie
jean.
with the old like tan and brown suit too.
Got the good costumes on that cover, that's for sure.
This is for Mr. Akins because, like I said, he made all my books look like Dookie. But I was able to join in at least on one of those to maybe help Alan out on his quest to outdo Mr. Akins. So I've got an Iron Man #1.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, he's got
That's a
7-0.
good one.
7-0, baby. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is big shout out to my wife for this one. So she actually hooked me up with that one.
Where's my Iron Man one? I don't got one. I feel left out.
I'm sorry.
I
Hey,
got one
a
around here
9-4
somewhere. I gotta find it.
I got a 9-4 New Mutants 1. You want to trade?
Oh,
Hey, just get in
Nice.
touch with Lunch Money Comics. He can just find one in a dollar bin somewhere.
right? That's it. That's all I got. That's fun.
Oh, those are beautiful. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm ready to be stomped, Alan. Come on, man.
So I have a
You're
box.
still looking.
I have a box that has my Iron Man, Submariner, and my Submariner Iron Man books all together. No idea where it is. No idea.
I figured you would have those since you did the Silver Age challenge just recently. And I said, "Oh, I know he's got these already."
Yeah, no, I don't. I not necessarily the most organized person in the world, just so you know. But I did find two of the
Thank
four
you,
that you
Tina.
showed. So this is in a 6.5.
Hang on, let me put you back up, make you big here.
Is it a
6.5.
pedigree? What's the label?
Is that
on there?
PGX?
Oh, it's a PGX.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't count. That didn't count.
Oh,
It's actually a really nice
fired.
copy. I actually thought that they graded it a little hard. There's the only thing that was wrong with it. There's a little stain right there. That was it. But it's really solid book actually. That's my Avengers. And you see it's much more red actually. And then this one's a 4.5. It's not super high grade.
Dookie
Oh, you beat him by what, a
background.
half a point?
Yeah.
Beat him by 1 point.
How much you pay for that
1 point.
4.5?
I think it was like 100.
Nice.
Nice.
Something like that. It was around
Nice.
that. It was around that range. I didn't pay much for it. I just
Canadian or US?
I bought
That's
mine
US.
for $7
That's
and I
US.
had to have it sent in. So that was like $57, $60. So
I
was
so
really
I bought a
awesome.
lot of my Silver Age keys before the big jump
Boom,
in
yeah.
price. Right?
okay.
So yeah. So those two, and I have the other ones, but I have no idea where they are. I'm like looking. I pulled out like about 200 books, and I couldn't find it. So yeah, it's somewhere in there. Somewhere. In
Okay.
there. But I'll find them for you, and I'll say here.
Well,
I've got
Alan
some
is
books.
constantly sending
I'm
out,
not sure what grades they are though.
yeah. Alan sends out challenges every Friday and it sends me into a frenzy looking for stuff.
Yeah,
I know.
Right.
it's always a challenge to find the books, right?
Well,
I got some
find,
books here.
yeah, I find like you were saying that, ooh,
Hey, yes.
I thought that was cool
Pick
that you
this up.
found that.
I love
Yeah.
the back and the front.
What is
I
that?
think the back cover is better than the front cover. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
It's in Japanese. It's like, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool looking.
So is that considered a first cover appearance, or is he on an earlier copy of that?
He's on the
He's-
issue 2, which is his first
Okay.
appearance on the front cover. So
His first
this is
appearance
his
is on
second
the cover.
appearance. Yeah. Yeah.
There's my honey. Hey, honey.
Yeah,
love
Mrs.
you bunches.
22, hello. And then I went to the Frankenstein swap meet with Dan's X-Men comics, and the first book I bought was halfway through the show, but super high grade copy of
Oh, nice.
The Hood.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they had it priced at 100. I got them down to $50 on it.
Okay.
So.
Alan, is that green? Is that red or pink?
I see that as red.
I think that's red.
I think you're slightly colorblind. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm just making sure. That's what I'm using you as the guide as to whether or not I'm sitting there looking at. Maybe I'm wanting it. I'm willing it to be pink. I'm like, could I use that as a pink cover? Could I?
I think of pink as being a very light red. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So I got first
I've been looking for that one.
appearance of Typhoid Mary.
Yeah.
You know what's
I mean,
funny?
Super
it
high grade
says on
copy.
the cover
I
that
got
it's
a
high
graded
grade.
copy of that, graded copy of that for free. They threw it in
Nice.
with some order that I got. It was like, and then after that, that book went crazy. I felt bad for the person that gave it away.
So this was at a half price table, and I don't know. Do you guys know what the significance of this is?
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord?
It's the
No.
first time you see the Groot that's the one you see in the movies.
Yeah, it's the Groot from the movies. The other Groot that is from the Silver Age and in that Hulk annual
And
is
the
like
Golden
Grand
Age,
Master Groot. He's like the king of the Groots or something. But the Groot that we have in the movies is in first appearance in this book.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, that's Annihilation Conquest Star-Lord #1.
Nice.
I'll have to write that down.
Yeah, that's
I got it
another
for
book
$2.
I'll add to the list.
Yeah, for sure. And then let's see, what else do we get? So we're gonna do some
Good
shout
night,
outs to other
Tina. Have a
channels.
good
So
one.
Cordy Comics was there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Cordy Comics. He's from Portland. He's got a YouTube channel. But I bought this book from him, a super high grade copy of X-Men #38. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate you being here.
Blob's got the wrong colored shorts on that. What's up with that?
I don't know. You brown shorts. What's up?
I know.
Thank you, Sin. Talking about the bottom two. You never heard of the Hood. He's a big
Found it.
villain that is going to supposedly appear in the MCU. He becomes he's like a low level guy, almost like living on the streets, and then he ends up shooting this monster that turns out to be a demon who has a magical cloak that lets him turn. That's like bulletproof, boots that let him walk on air, and guns that never run out of bullets. So
I'm
and
pretty
he
sure
becomes
he
like
thing
wielded
about,
the Infinity Gauntlet once too.
Yes, he did.
Funny thing about that Hood one, I actually found that book in like a $2 bin a while back, but I was so new to the comic book game, I just thought it was some random modern book and I didn't buy it.
It was
So
until
Karen-
Ironheart news came out.
Paired these next two for $60. So third appearance of the Juggernaut.
Nice.
X-Men
BTC,
32,
I got something for you then.
and then I think this is third appearance of Magneto.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Journey into Mystery, where he fights Thor.
Is
What
that
color
the first
is
crossover as
Villain?
well, or?
I believe so, yeah. And it's got all the, it's got Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch as villains in the background.
Is that
So,
second Magneto?
I think it's third. Second Magneto is X-Men 4,
Okay.
which is first appearance of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, which I also just picked up recently at a fraction of the value.
Great deal on
and
that
then-
one, actually.
And then Strange Tales 128, which I got for $15, which has Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch as the villains. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yes.
Fighting with the Thing and Human Torch.
That's cool.
And then at the half price table, this guy had Silver Age books. So he had 3 copies of Daredevil. So Daredevil 59. So I got these for $12.50 a piece. Half
Nice.
price there. So that one. Tina would approve the yellow cover. She loves yellow covers. And this one, which I love this cover.
Yes,
Kirby
that's a great
cover.
cover.
So those were all $12.50 a piece. Yeah. So that was an awesome time hanging out with Dan's X-Men comics. But
I think I
will
need to
take
move to a
myself-
different state so I can actually go and buy comic books for good prices. 'cause
It is hard, isn't it? Finding
it's
stuff from
ridiculous.
here.
Yeah, where I live, there's no comics around here either.
Makes me
Okay,
sick.
but I did find the books, by the way. I did
Yes.
find them.
Okay, let's bring it.
Okay, so here's my Submariner. It's not a super high grade. What was yours?
Mine was a 5.
Oh, so you beat me on
Oh,
this one. You beat
so
me on this one.
close.
Oh, there you go.
So you beat me there. And my Iron Man's only a 3.5,
Ooh,
but it's white pages. I don't know if that helps.
Okay.
mine is
What's yours?
white pages. So 5.0.
Mine
off-white,
says
white
super white pages.
Yeah,
Okay.
if
No, I'm
this
just
was
playing.
cleaned
It
and
says
pressed, it'd
off-white
be a
to white.
9.8 though. Okay, and then I also brought my Submariner Iron Man.
See, that's right.
Oh, I gotta get that book.
I got to get it too.
I got this when it was really cheap. Nobody liked this book at that time.
No.
When I
Yeah,
picked this
no.
up, this was actually the cheapest of the group. The Iron Man was the most expensive.
I was gonna say, even now, like the Iron Man #1, people want more than that one.
But I think this is
that's
such a
before-
cool cover. Actually,
Tales of
Yeah.
Suspense.
Do
I
what
was
now?
more excited about.
Yeah, I
this
have
one.
a.
Yeah. So those
I
are,
have
those are. I found the box that had it.
22. If you
What
want
was
to try to talk about working on trade or something, I think I have 2 copies of that Iron Man subby.
Which one?
Somebody
Yes.
Iron Man Submariner. But one of them, the one that I'd probably be willing to trade. Neither one of them are graded or anything. But the one that I'd be willing to trade, somebody wrote in grease pencil in the corner. They wrote number half. So because it's Iron Man and
So it's Sixth
Submariner,
Sense?
number half. No, it's number half. You know, like it's,
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
the issue before the issue
Yes,
before number
0.5.
1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I could show it to you. I'll find it.
Yeah. No.
Here's Mr. Dan from Dan's X-Men. We're showing off some books I picked up with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Making
Yeah.
22 thirsty right now. There we go.
I got to get my goals because I didn't have goals for this year, and it's completely showed. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
I've got to have goals for next year, so I actually like stay focused and get my
I've been
mind off
trying
the
to
dollar
stay-
bin and all that jazz.
I've been trying to stay focused. Yeah, that's the same thing. I can't turn down a good deal is the thing. So like when I went to that Portland comic show, I didn't look at the bins. I just interviewed people and talked to, because I didn't want to get, I knew if I started looking at those bins that I would spend a bunch of money on like $10 to $20 books. Oh, I'm getting them for $5 or $4 or whatever. It's a great deal, right? But
Right.
I want to buy some bigger books, you know.
Yeah.
I'm still working on my 2022 goals. So
What do you got left?
I got Fantastic Four 52. That's the last one on that list.
Well, that's
Okay.
not,
Oh, there you go.
that's not too bad. That book
You got
has
a little
really
one on
dropped
to it?
recently.
It has dropped, and that's the reason I've kind of waited. I'm like, okay, it's still dropping. Okay, it's still dropping. I'm like, how low can it go?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm waiting on to see exactly. LCS has one, but he bought it so high he didn't want to sell it for, he's like, I got too much invested in this that I can't let it go for any less than this. So I keep watching them and waiting for it to get to a point that I'm like, okay, I can pull the trigger on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's one that right now it doesn't even make sense how low it is actually, considering he's like a top tier character
Yes.
at this point.
And it's an affordable, like you said, a top tier character, an affordable Silver Age key is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
that book's never been like stupid expensive though either.
No.
Like
yeah.
it took it a while even after Chadwick got in the role and stuff like that for it to start really popping off, and then as soon as he died, it started dying down again.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't-
Which is weird.
Yeah,
I
it's
would have
really
thought
crushed
it would have gone
as
the
far as
other way,
money
but
rating.
you're right. It died after, you know. I think because they thought, oh, nobody's going to play the role anymore, and therefore,
Yeah,
it's not
because
interesting.
everybody was talking about the Letitia Wright that plays Shuri to sit there and take up the mantle, and she did. So
Yeah, but
Secret
don't
Wars, I think, is
understand.
going to change that.
Yeah, I don't understand why they feel like they can't recast some of these characters. They've recast James Bond over and over and over again. I realize some iterations of James Bond is better than others. Everybody has their favorite, but it would almost seem like it would be that way with the Marvel Universe, that you recast some of these people and you go, oh, I really like this iteration, or I like this actor playing it. I don't know why they just don't want to recast them.
yeah, I actually way back when they did the Marvels like X-Men First Class, I thought that was brilliant because they redid the whole casting of all the X-Men characters, right? I think that's what they should do. Almost like say, okay, let's look at these characters that we love 10 years earlier or at a different time period, so we can recast it that way. I think that'd be a way of doing it. But
I think
heard
that's
there was
they're
a
going to
big
use Secret
shakeup.
Wars.
Yeah, I heard that there was a big shakeup at Marvel right now. They threw out Daredevil, for example. Like
Oh,
all
yeah.
the
All the
and,
writers
Yeah,
are
they're starting
fired.
from scratch.
yeah. So I think that they're realizing that they were making a lot of junk. and they're gonna-
Rumor was we didn't get an actual Daredevil in suit till episode 4. That was the
Oh
rumor.
wow. Wow. I mean, that's the problem. That's the same that they did with Moon Knight.
Yeah.
I mean, I was waiting for Moon Knight to be in Moon Knight.
Right?
So,
Right? Well, then Mr. Knight. I wanted Mr. Knight to be more of a detective than the goofball that he was. That made me mad.
yeah. I find that like Disney has a problem of like whatever the title is, that's not the main character. Whatever, like, if it's Moon Knight, if it's like whatever character it is, that's not the main character. It's always some other character that's going to take over the whole
Right.
show.
They're
I
too busy
think
trying
that's
to
a real
prop
problem.
up the future. They
Yeah.
Yeah.
She-Hulk was She-Hulk.
Hey, Travis
No.
saying hey.
She-Hulk was She-Hulk, but that was embarrassing.
Comics Limited Travis saying hey. Love from Disneyland.
I think they're also
I'll-
putting a lot of quantity out there and not quality. So also a lot of these movies aren't special anymore, because before it would be like, oh, you're getting 2, maybe 3 a year. You didn't have the TV shows, and it's just oversaturation. It's a little too much. It's like, well, I can miss this. I don't have to go to that movie. I'll see it later, that kind of thing. It's not special as special as it was in the past. And the quality of writing. They've been using AI. That's one of the reasons the writer's strike. They've been using a lot of AI to write. And that's the
It
reason
shows. It really does show.
they get this formulated pattern. They're using data analysis to make movies going, oh, we found that people really like this spot where we use this old song from the 70s, and audiences really like that, but they don't take it in the context of, well, why did you use that song? It was relevant to Star-Lord's past. That's his only connection to his mom. That's the reason it was in the movie. They're just throwing stuff in there going, oh, analytics say we need to do this. Analytics say we need a joke right now. And it's just not,
Well,
working.
yeah, that was a big
Right.
problem with Marvel humor. It was really killing it. And then the other thing that I heard that was a big problem was they were basically doing test audiences, and then they rewrite it based on, oh, it didn't really perform that well. Let's just change it here and tweak it there, and it just kept on. They just ruined it. I think
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff. So,
Yeah.
I agree,
See, that's
Angry
why-
Otter. They did
So,
do right by Werewolf by Night. And Feige didn't want to do it in black and white, by the way. He actually wanted to do it in color, and the director had to fight to get it in black and white. So,
So you heard that they're doing it in color now, right?
yep, I heard that they're going to put it back out in color or whatever, like either sometime this month.
Which is sad because the whole point of it was that it's a film noir. It's like it's
Right.
got that the gritty kind of like darkness to it, right?
And then going back to what you were saying earlier, that the Werewolf by Night was more about Elsa Bloodstone than it was
It was about Werewolf by
Night.
Night. Exactly.
Right.
It was great.
Where
Don't
was
get me wrong. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
it, but it was not fully Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, I mean, I think his role was really small.
It was.
Yeah.
Mhm. I
And
will
So,
the
say,
other thing is,
Travis is
Man
here.
Thing really kicked butt
Oh,
in that movie. You know, like people really loved it.
Yeah.
so Travis,
Well,
if you're watching still, oh, he is here. He says we're eating, and okay. So
Rise of the Resistance.
the
yes.
winner for your piece of artwork was Colossus Collector, and he wants a picture of Colossus smoking a stogie with his foot on top of a defeated Juggernaut. So,
I think
Captain
there you
sitting
Morgan
go.
on it.
style.
I think sitting Captain Morgan
Oh, yeah, he's
style
like
on
Captain
Juggernaut.
Morgan style. Just put one foot up on top of a defeated Juggernaut,
Yeah.
smoking a
Yeah.
stogie. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah. So I think that'd be cool. I think that's a cool idea
That
for
would be pretty cool.
cover.
Yeah.
That would be a cool cover.
So yeah.
All right.
so-
Well,
so-
we're coming up on 2 hours. Does anybody else have anything else they want to show off or say or talk about coming up on their channels? Or
I can show 4 more comics, and then I'm pulling out all the big guns. Once Alan is on, you pull out everything. You just blow it all at one time, and you just get rid of it.
I was about to say I pulled out my they're not really big because I don't have money, but my big guns.
yeah,
Do I have
First
big
appearance
guns?
of
I don't
Black
think so.
Cat.
I got that book for $10. And it's high grade. I bought
was
it
it
back
already
in-
not
caged?
slab,
not-
though, right?
No, it's not graded. It's not graded.
I got this book for 40 cents.
Oh,
Okay, so
nice.
yeah, I bought mine like back in the 90s.
I bought
I think it was
mine.
like
I think
$5 or
when was it?
$10 then.
79. Yeah, 79. I bought this. I'm surprised it
Right.
came out for a 4.5 with the way, and I'm surprised this corner box right here is not cut out because that's a good picture of Spider-Man.
I was going to say, you didn't cut out the Spider-Man to fight
Yeah,
with everybody else?
that's your thing.
I know. I figured well, maybe there was a better corner box at the point. At that point, I don't know.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Oh, there we
That's a
go.
good
There
one.
we go. First Alpha Flight
Hmm.
The
Or
true first Alpha Flight. You're right.
cameo, quote unquote.
I'm sure 22. I don't know if he's done one. Have you done a cameo first appearance of Alpha Flight? I know you do those videos where it's like a cameo or first appearance. He does one where he does an analysis, panel by panel, talking about whether or not this really should be considered a cameo or whether it should be considered an actual.
Yeah,
first
that one
appearance.
should
And
not be a cameo.
It should not be a cameo. It should not.
Yeah.
Um,
I think they're on like 20 panels or something crazy or
Yeah, they
Like
go
20
through and they
pages.
actually name each character. So like, they're not in
Yeah.
costume at like page 3. It says here's Shaman and here's each one of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
They name them, and there's like
Yeah.
5 panels at the end where Sasquatch is just giving it to Wolverine, just smashing him up against the walls in an alley. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's really nice.
Oh,
Mine's
man.
actually an
Four.
8.5, so you
That's a
beat me
nice
on that
one.
one too.
I bought this one off the rack too, but I think the reason it came out such a 9.4 is because it sat in a box for so long and it had been pressed for like 20 years before it ever came out. I was
Oh,
surprised
that's
it
really
came
nice.
out to be a 9.4 too.
That's really
That's still
nice.
good though. That looks like a few $100 at that.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
probably like a
nice book.
$500 book nowadays.
And then I guess the biggest of the big, I had to wait to the very last, a 9.8.
Wow.
9.8 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
New.
My
got
my
beat on that
local
one,
comic
too.
shop has that book raw for like $150, and I've debated buying it.
So there you go.
There you go.
Big books. Since Alan is on the show, you got to pull out your big stuff. If Alan wasn't on the show, I'd just pull out modern
Side
stuff.
quest.
Yeah, I'd pull out stuff like
SideQuest
this.
says he's hopeful. He's hopeful for his copy now.
Homage
Oh, what
cover. I'd
is-
be pulling out these things. Pull out all homage covers.
There you go. Oh, you should put that side by side with your Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, we can do
that's
that.
quite nice. Nice little set.
There you go.
Actually, it works well. Actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you have 49 to go with it as well?
No, I don't have either one. I know I don't have those, Alan. I'm sorry. I'm pulling out what I got. I'm just pounding as hard as I can.
I'm just asking. It's like,
Say that again.
So I think New Mutants 98. I don't know if you guys. I was on Colossus Collector's channel, and I said I was showing underrated books, and I said, and I thought New Mutants 98 is an underrated book, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "It's gonna be like a Hulk 181. I mean, it's
What's the census on New Mutants 98? I mean, how many are out there?
I think it's like 20,000.
There's a lot, but it's going to be that book that everybody that's an investor, everything is hoarding like 10 and 20 copies. So
That's true, because I've got more than one copy of this. I've got a 9.2 of it as well.
Oh,
that's funny.
You got some trade stuff to talk to me about.
Yeah, I sent this one in. This 9.8 I bought, but this one I had raw, and I sent it in, and it came back a 9.2. It's funny, I bought the comic.
I don't have that book.
I bought the comic off of eBay for like $20. And I was like, dang, I could send that in because it looked really good. And I had it. And this was I don't even think this thing was clean and pressed. I just sent it in. I was like, oh.
Wow.
Send this in, not knowing that you need to clean and press everything you send in. And it came back a 9.2.
So 98, New Mutants 98 has got 20.
If I ever come up with a book that you need
on the census.
Yeah.
How many? 27,000?
27,731 on the census.
Yeah, I think it's the second most graded book. I think the most graded book is Amazing Spider-Man 300.
Okay. Yeah, there's like 4,800 9.8s and there's 7,300 9.6s.
Still think it's going to be a big book. It doesn't matter.
There's no denying it. It's just there's a lot. I got something real quick. This is my Mr. Aiken special right here. This is my.
Hang on, let me get you big here.
Oh, this is just real quick. So this is another copy of my Iron Man 5 I've been able to upgrade because apparently Mr. Aikens had this as a child, and Iron Man's just completely gone from.
Oh wow!
Oh, he took out the corner box. There it is. There it is.
Oh, he took out the corner box.
I need to find.
Totally cut out. The silhouette is gone.
Awesome. I mean, it takes some talent to get that thing out like that.
I'm just saying, I was like, oh, well.
Is that one of your childhood copies, Aikens?
No, because I cut the box out first, and then I cut the thing in. No, that's not one of mine. I think I've been looking for the ones I have been cutting out the corner boxes. I'm going to do my top 10, and it's going to have all the corner boxes cut out.
Okay,
so
that's not the pedigree then. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh well.
Mr. Aikens.
The Aikens pedigree. There you go.
The Aikens quarter box pedigree.
I love it. Love it.
Great.
All right. Well, anybody else got anything else? Or are we gonna call it a night?
Obito.
Obito got something.
Yeah. Here's my big guns.
That's right. You pulled out the big guns.
I feel like I don't even know because like everyone's like, oh, here's my Iron Man 1. I know Mr. Aiken's like, oh, I got the first appearance of Wonder Woman. I got the first appearance of Plastic Man, and I'm like, I got this cool Harley Quinn.
I like that.
That is a cool Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That is a cool Harley Quinn.
I've had this for a long time, but yeah, no, I
just got the book that homages.
Oh, you just got the first appearance of Robin? Cool. Yeah.
Did you show that off already?
No, it's in the mail. It's gonna come soon. I'm getting it at the end of the month.
Oh, so you weren't supposed to tell anybody, were you?
No, everyone kind of knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you've been making payments on it for a while.
These are my only I think they're big to me, but this is a pretty high grade Silver Age Green Lantern. 8.5.
It's an 8.5 too.
Yeah, pretty high grade. So one thing I'm trying to do with my Green Lantern run is for the Silver Age books that aren't the super early issues. So the books that are like pre-issue 20, I don't care about those. But everything after that, I want to try to get a 7.5 or higher. So yeah, there's that one. This is issue 58, first appearance of Eve Dormis, 1968. Yeah, 8.5.
Nice.
I paid like $80 or $90 for that.
Have you been watching any of Mint Hunter Comics' claim sales? Does he ever sell any Green Lantern comics?
Nope.
See,
he sells some of his like Jeff Johns Green Lanterns, but nothing Bronze Age, nothing Silver, nothing I'm really good at. And then
have you guys watched West Coast Avengers? His latest pickup. He got, I think it was like 100 Silver Age copies of ASM, and they were all like minty white pages. He got first Doc Ock, first Electro, for just a ton of like. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, this guy was like crazy, and I paid like $6,500 for everything. I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. So I'm like, well, you paid basically like $60 a copy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But anyway, here's my big boy. Well, it's not really that big, but I love it. This is 1961 Green Lantern number 5.
Yes.
First appearance of Hector Hammond, 4.0. It's a cream to off-white. Yeah, it's every bit of 4.0. Still 10-cent cover. And this is my pride and joy
awesome,
right
buddy.
here. Green Lantern number 5.
That's nice.
It was funny because when I first saw the book, it was on My Comic Shop. I thought the price was really good because I was like, man, that has to be a steal. But then I realized I overpaid by like $5.
Well, that's all right.
And
after I bought that Albedo number 3, Alan had to tell me like, oh, you could have got a graded copy for X amount. I was like, oh man.
yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
And
I ruined your day.
this one, since everyone's pulling out a little Iron Man, I'll just show this. Just
That's
Yes.
Oh, I
You
love
got one
that
over me,
cover.
dude.
That's sweet.
Army of the Journey.
I gotta find that
This
one.
is one of the few books I put on this little wall here.
You
That's
hear
what
that?
I'm
He
on the hunt
got that
for.
over 22. He doesn't have that one.
Yep.
You don't?
Nope. You got
He's
me
still
on that
looking.
one.
That one, I'll say it's a really low grade, maybe like a 3.5. But I paid $5 for it.
Your low grade beats out my no grade.
There you go.
22. What grade are you looking to get that Iron Man 150 in?
Oh, I am being snobbish. I will say that. I'm trying to get like a very fine, if not higher. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that story and that I must have read that thing 1,000 times. That whole Iron Man Doctor Doom fight is just killer. So mine's probably like a 2.
That's
Was that it, Oso?
Yeah, that's it.
Were those the guns? Those are some
Those
impressive
are the
books. I'm
good-
impressed.
Those are the big guns. I have other stuff, like I have a Sensational She-Hulk 1, but I mean, in comparison to what y'all guys are bringing out.
Well, when my house
You
catches
know,
on fire,
hey,
there's really only one comic I'm going to grab, and it's Avengers Annual 10 that I bought when I was a kid, and that thing must be a 1.0. But that's the one I'm taking out because that has more nostalgia than all these others. These others they can burn up, but that one I'm saving. I'm saving that.
If my house burns down, I'd probably go down with the house trying to get all these. 'Cause I don't want to leave any.
Oh, I've got like I get the kids out, the wife out, the dogs out, and then I've got like a dolly next to all these short boxes, and so I'm gonna load the dolly up. Just risk my own
one thing
life
I
trying to
would-
get these Iron Man books out.
Reggie collects. If he has 2 boxes, he calls his "Oh Sugar" boxes. He's like,
Yes.
if there's a house fire, they got to come out. These are the "Oh Sugar" boxes.
Yes, yes.
You know, one thing I definitely would get is, have you guys ever played the Nintendo 64 Superman game?
Yes, I actually have. Yes.
Yeah. So, funny thing, that game is actually renowned as the worst video game of all time.
It is horrible.
And you already know.
There it
No.
is.
Wow.
There it is.
That's
I
so
would
cool.
consider that one even worse than the Atari one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the Atari
actually,
was pretty bad.
I have a Nintendo 64. It's like somewhere over here where all my game stuff is. And I played it once and I hated myself after playing it.
I despise that controller. It's the absolute worst control. Even as a child,
what you
when I
talking
tried to
about?
play
This
that
thing
with
is
that
only
controller,
50.
it's the worst. It doesn't make any sense for there to be a joystick right in the middle of the freaking controller. Like, I don't know. It was ridiculous. I hated it. But I did find the census on Amazing Spider-Man 300 and Ultimate Fallout 4 just for, giggles and poops. So Amazing Spider-Man 300, there is 35,195 on the census. And then with 1,800 being 9.8 and 5,100 being 9.6 and 59 being 9.4s.
Wow.
Ultimate Fallout 4, we're just going to say cover A, has got 17,000 on the census, 45 and 9.8 and 5,000 and 9.6.
Really?
This thing is so dusty. God.
See, look at that joystick. Why is it there? Why?
It's really
There's
awkward.
no
joystick.
point for it to be
different.
there.
Because you hold it like this. You don't hold it like a regular controller like
No.
that. You have to hold it in the middle
No.
and then like that.
No. No, absolutely not.
And when I was at that show with Dan's X-Men comics, he had a backpack full of books that he wanted to trade, and he had a nice, I think it was like a 9.2 Secret Wars 8 in there. That I was like, hey, I'm interested in that.
That's shot up in value here recently.
How
Yeah.
was he received for trading? Were the people up for trading?
There were a lot of people, I think, up for trading. The only person I think he ended up trading with was another guy, a show attendee outside the show. But people had signs that said "open to trades." So, yeah.
Speaking of Secret Wars 8, my only comic shop. I say it's local, but like I have to drive an hour to get there. But it's like the only comic shop near me, and it's DNA Comics over in New Caney. If anyone's watching, is in Texas. Great place. And the way that they price their stuff is so weird because it's like they have a 9.2 Secret Wars 8, and it's like underpriced by like $30 or $40. It's like $150 they're asking. But then they have a 7.5 of the first Deathstroke, and they're asking $300, and I'm like, what?
Crazy. What's the grade on that, Mr. Akins?
Oh, it's a 6.5 because I was an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't clean and press anything I sent in on it.
Hey, I'm right there with you, buddy. I did the same mistake. So,
but this is the one I bought when I was a kid. So it's funny that some of the stuff I'm buying when I was a kid, it came back like 9.4s, and this comes back a 6.5. I haven't even looked at the grader notes on this. I'm like, what was the issue? I guess because it's really dirty. Now I'm looking at the back of it. This thing's filthy.
Bubblegum stuck inside.
A nice clean and press. It'll give me a chance to experiment on cracking something open.
Yeah, there you go.
I also thought about doing a video where I take a comic and I actually cut out the corner box and I show people.
Oh no, don't do that.
The proper technique for cutting out a corner box.
Right.
And the example is Captain America 100.
Yes, exactly. Or having a fake comic where I'm cracking it open, where it's on the back where you order the soldiers, and I'm like, "Ooh, watch this! I'm gonna cut this out," and it's not, it's not real, and mail it off to the
right.
See what you get when you mail it off to somewhere. Just I can see people cringing as they're watching it. Oh my!
I cringe just thinking about it, honestly.
22, do you press your stuff yourself, or do you send it off?
Yeah, no. Okay, so that's a good segue, honestly. Yes, I do. I press my own stuff. I clean my own stuff. I do all the things that I can to get as best a grade as I can. And so when I first started out, you got to have like tester books and stuff like that. Things you don't mind tearing up. So for my Silver Age, like tester book, and I still have it, is a Captain America number 101. That is my tester out book, and that's what I've done all pressing, and thing's got rips in it. In fact, it's getting ready to get what is it? Alcohol, an alcohol sheet put on it and pressed to see if I can get the foxing that's on that yellow cover off. So, but that's what my tester book is a Captain America 101 for Silver Age books.
Isn't Is it actually possible to get foxing removed?
So I've seen it where you can bleach it, and I don't consider that removal because you're just bleaching it.
And that
But
would be considered restoration, I think.
right. But I have seen it where I've seen somebody take copy paper and they have an alcohol-based solution. I'm pretty sure it's alcohol. I don't quote me on any of this. But anyway, they spritz it down, and then they lay it on top of the book, and then they press the book with this copy paper in there. And then when they pull the copy paper out, you can actually see the tanning and stuff like that on the copy paper. It's transferred from the book to the copy paper. In my mind, if it transfers from one paper to another, that's removal. That's not, now, it might not stay. There still may be like rust or whatever else inside the fibers, and so it may eventually come back. So I could see that, you know what I mean? But if you get like the surface wear off, I think that's the same, to me anyways, as like using cotton swabs and everything else and erasers and yabba dabba do to like get all the dirt and grime off.
So, I have a really great Golden Age book. It's like a 4.0, but the only reason it's a 4.0, it'd be like a 9.0 if it wasn't for the foxing. It just has a crazy amount of foxing on it.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful copy except for the foxing. It just drives me
when
crazy.
I get everything down and I go to try it out on my 101, I may do a video on it just to test and see, and then make everybody cringe about my 101, and and press it just to see what happens, because I don't care much about that book, honestly. I'm not a Captain America fan, so I think it came in like a box of Silver Age that I won off of eBay, and I was like, here we go, let's do this.
Wow.
But yeah, there's no way I'd try it on a Golden Age book. Not right now. I don't have that much confidence. My kahunas are not that big. Like, there's no way.
I want to send in one of my old childhood books that I absolutely destroyed, and see what grade it would get. Man. Yeah, like one of these. This is my childhood, like the early, what they call it, New 52. That's my childhood, and I don't know. I'd give this like a 4.2, like not 4.2, 4.5.
4.2. Wow.
Yeah.
Making new grades.
See, 22 was able to actually participate in the Golden Age challenge you put out.
Slightly.
Yeah. He had 8
Slightly.
Golden. I mean, I don't have any gold. I think I may have like one Golden Age comic, and I got that out of that 17 long box collection that I bought from somebody. It just happened to be like one of those classics illustrated from 1949 or something, 47.
Oh, wow.
So that was the only Golden Age in there. But 22 had a nice set of Lone Ranger comics from.
Oh, cool.
From when was it, the 40s?
Yeah, I think that is the 40s.
And the neat thing about those were those pictures on the back, those portraits on the back. That's what was really cool about those comics. They had those
right.
on the
back.
The
Native American portraits on the back.
Mm-hmm. Those are really cool.
This is dangerous what I'm about to do.
Well, I thought about sending you some Golden Age stuff so you'd have more stuff for your videos. So maybe we'll have to do some trading. I got a bunch of Golden Age stuff. So.
Okay, we may have to do some
I was
trading.
so scared because I know when Bigby was like calling me to tell me about my package, she said, he's like, "Oh, your mom likes Golden Age crime, right?" And I was like, "Please don't."
Aw, you were afraid I was going to send you Golden Age crime? That's not something
like
too many people would be.
I would be so appreciative, but like I would feel terrible because I know how much money that is.
Some of it, there's affordable stuff out there. There is some affordable.
Affordable to you is like $200.
Maybe that's
affordable, meaning like $20.
Well, Alan, maybe you need to do a video on that and saying, "Hey, top 10 affordable Golden Age comics." Have you done one?
I've done a bunch of videos where I show affordable ones.
Okay.
These are affordable.
Yeah, Lone Ranger is an affordable one.
Nobody cares about Western stuff.
Yeah, the weird thing is I was a big Lone Ranger fan as a kid, and I think they're really cool, but they're just really undervalued. Really, really undervalued.
Well, I just think that like nobody grows up with like Westerns anymore. Like that's not a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I love those portraits on the back.
Right.
Yeah, they're really cool. And those are real people, or are they just?
Yeah, they have names down beside them. So like this one is Chief David Bearspaw. Stone Tribe, Calgary, Canada.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I think they
down there.
used actual Native Americans to draw those on the back. That's what made them so neat about those.
That's awesome. mean-
This one was Chief Broken Arm of the Sequoia Warriors.
Now that 22's showing these, the price of those things are going up. People are snatching them out of.
Nobody cares
Color
about.
band.
No, I'm nowhere near like no. Nobody cares.
I mean, those
what
are
things
cool.
that I
I
say.
mean, it doesn't make sense how affordable they are.
Yeah. Now I've had a few snatched away from me because I'm like stubborn on that whole $20 deal, but like I can usually find more of them, and like I said, they're usually, if I win them, they're about $20. So. And then I know Alex the Comic Hoarder was asking me if I was going to do any of the painted, like if I was going to get any of the painted, what you call it, books. And because they started about 32 or something like that, issue 32. And I was like, no, just these are the ones. I just want all the ones with the portraits on the back. That's all I care about.
Do you know how many there were with portraits on the back?
Yeah, they're up to not all of them, but issues 1 through 35 are the ones that have portraits on the back, but not all of them have portraits. So
That's cool.
I don't have a name for this one, but yeah. Anyways, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Those are really awesome.
I didn't know about the portrait part, but I was familiar with them.
Yeah, I gotta get some clearbacks for these to make it easier, because pulling these out every time is a pain.
Yeah, that's why I put the clear back on that Usagi Yojimbo. So I could show the back without having to pull it out every time to show it. I thought about putting it in the bag backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, the front isn't that great.
Yeah, one of the commenters said that actually says Albedo number 3 in Japanese on the back. So
On the back.
I saw that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Japan. I was actually going to go to Japan like a few years ago, but then COVID happened and I was pretty sad because I've always wanted to go. I somewhat learned because I kind of know how to speak Japanese, and the reason is because I was anticipating for that trip. I had to be the translator, I guess. I had to be the one to read the maps and stuff. And then we didn't go, and I was like, well.
you can always have that in your back pocket.
Right.
If there's ever some Japanese man in Texas who needs help, I'll be here.
That's right. There you go. You can start. I think you got a niche thing there. You could like start a Japanese tourist thing for coming to Texas.
Yeah.
You could be a tour
Maybe,
guide.
you never know.
Let's be honest. They've got plenty of like Spanish speaking translators there. Surely they're gonna need some more like Japanese. I'm just
Right.
Yeah. I'll be in the city I live in. I think I've seen like 2 Asian people ever.
Oh wow.
Alrighty.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, you'll always be surprised if you do travel how many people speak English. It's, especially if you're in Europe,
Yeah.
most of the people are speaking. You have to, especially in the larger urban areas, you have to go outside the urban areas to find people that probably
Don't speak. Yeah.
speak English. So,
I think English has become the universal language, right? It's like the common tongue kind of thing.
yes, it's especially if you're going to be an engineer. That's the reason when you see a foreign exchange student that comes to the United States, they're trying to learn conversational English, because if you get on these conference calls, all the engineers in Japan, Germany, United States, China, they're all speaking English. That's the common tongue that they're going to be speaking. So on these conference calls,
I know the schools, they have a whole class of just learning English now.
Oh yeah. That I was an English teacher in Korea for 3 years, and every year I'd have to renew my passport, and then they'd fly me over to Japan for like a day or two, and then I'd fly back. But there's so much demand for English teachers in Japan. It's crazy. Like they were trying to recruit me whenever I would go there. It's really weird.
a lot of what they do now is online stuff. They'll do you'll get certain number of students. They pay to be online, and you conduct your classes. Now they want to speak with either a native speaker, whether it's in Great Britain or here in the United States, to learn conversational English, and that way they can talk to somebody that's actually a native speaker. And they pay, and you conduct class. You have to have it at a certain time, and they all come in. You conduct your classes online now, so they don't have to have people that actually go to these countries to teach them English now. The wonders of the internet. You can also put comics on the internet as well.
Yeah,
I heard that.
you can buy comics on the internet.
You can buy comics, and you can show comics on the internet as well.
Oh, really?
That's a good idea.
We should do that.
We should do that sometime.
We'll get our own little niche
concept.
doing comics online,
Like this.
like
We
that.
should make like a
Oh,
YouTube
there you
channel.
go.
or something.
Turtle power.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. That's one thing down.
So I better go, by the way. I should head out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's say goodbye to everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and if anyone wants to hang out and chat afterwards, we can do that. But I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you guys all, and congrats to the winners for the drawings for the hashtag comic book shout out. And I want to say, share your love of comics with everyone you meet. You never know where it may lead you. I've been showing that left and right on my channel, just talking to people. Just say, hey, I love my books, and tell them why. And you never know. You'll make some new friends. You'll find some hidden gems. So, all right, guys, thanks so much. I'm going to go ahead and hit the end stream, and we'll see if it actually works.
Yeah, last time it didn't work.
It never worked.
Did it
Try
work?
it again.
The never-ending stream.
It
That's
just
right.